Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
KHTK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he.
South.
Ooh, we now have I think we have a Get Down more. But then there's Get Up. I believe it was Shakespeare who once said, "Get up, get on up."
Huh. Billy Shakes?
Or if you're really feeling it, yeah, Get Up is a 3-syllable word saying, because I believe James Brown would say, "Get up,
Get on up.
get on up, get on up, get up, get on up." Because I'm a sex machine.
What?
You ever see the video of
Yes.
Eddie Murphy?
Oh, I thought you were
going to
I thought you were going to say the one of Rick James on CNN going crazy.
No, that one too. No, when Eddie Murphy did James Brown in front of James Brown on stage.
Oh.
If you've never seen it, and that's the song he sings, and he does all his James Brownings, the talking whatever James would talk to the band, and even did the little dance in front of James. Did you guys see the trailer for the new Michael Jackson movie in April?
No. Yes.
Take my money. Just take it right now. That will. I don't know if that's going to be what, Chris?
Go ahead.
Or who's going to say? I don't know if that's going to be the only movie between now and April I see in the theaters, but I will see that movie 100% in the theaters.
Yeah, but
now go ahead. You're going to say something to just put a pin in my.
Will it
cushion.
match up to a perfect movie like Happy Gilmore 2?
Great question. Jafar Jackson, his nephew's got a lot to live up to, but I'll tell you, from the look and the moves and the mannerisms, just in the trailer alone, it looks like there's definitely some genetics going on there. He looks to every once in a while. Remy Malek did a great job with Freddie Mercury in that movie. I don't know how anyone will ever top Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles. I like legit. I don't know if you could ever top not just the fact that Jamie looked like Ray Charles, that Jamie sounded like Ray Charles. Like, my dad is a mass, like Roy Orbison and Ray Charles are probably his two favorites. And even my dad was just like, dude, this is literally Ray Charles on the screen. This is ridiculous. And then, speaking of videos, there's a video of Ray Charles meeting up with Jamie Foxx in the studio to kind of go over some things and teach him a few things. And the funny anecdote from that is that the guy making Ray thought Jamie would be perfect for the role and had no idea Jamie Foxx could play the piano. And Jamie Foxx is a classically trained pianist who went to school for it. And so to be able to not just have a guy who can mimic Ray Charles in all the best ways, but also that has that type of piano ability, like, I just don't know how you top that, man. Sorry.
Well, Jamie Foxx, I don't think a lot of people know is how insanely talented he is as an imitator.
Mm-hmm.
Like how he could just pick someone's voice apart and just like create it over. Like his trump is crazy. It's crazy how much he sounds like him.
No, I agree with you. And honestly, there is a hell of an argument that Jamie Foxx is the most talented human alive right now. Like if you look at all the arrows in Jamie's quiver, and
isn't that a song? Jamie's quiver.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jamie's got a quiver. Yeah, I think we're on to something. I know he has an Emmy. I think he has an Emmy. I know he has a Grammy. He has an Oscar. I don't know if Jamie Foxx has a Tony. I don't know if he's an EGOT yet.
Failure.
Oh, what was I going to say? Damn it. Do you know who else is really good at impressions people don't remember is Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Carrey is also really,
no one does
really...
a thick.
All right, enough of all that. I thought I'd take a couple minutes just to establish the program. And you can, of course, call it 1-800-920-1140. You can text us at 916-339-1140. But we're all here for one thing. We're all here for one reason. It's not Friday Fun and Games, which is happening later, and everyone's looking forward to. It's not 3 in the Key, although everyone's looking forward to that. It's not Dave Richard. It's not Greg Papa. There's one thing we all care about, and that is Jason Ross. Spotlight on him. We would like to hear how everything went yesterday. Sacramento Kings versus Golden State Warriors crew on the golf course. Yochadehi, probably pronounced that wrong. Jason, how'd we do?
Well, we were trying to, so this is year 3 of the, as they call it, the Cordelia Cup. The Warriors had won the first 2 years. So Sacramento's trying to win the cup for the first time. And just a quick recap of how it works. They added a foursome this year, so we had 4 foursomes. And every foursome had the possibility of getting 4 points. And the Kings had to win 8.5 to 7.5 to win the cup. If it was 8-8, if it was pushed all the way through, Warriors would retain the cup. So that's kind of our backdrop. And just to quickly tell everybody how you get points, the first 6 holes, it is best ball. So me and my Kings partner versus the 2 Warriors. If we had a 4 between us, one of us, and as everyone else got a 5, whoever had the 4 won the hole. So if you can win your first 6 holes somehow, you get a point. The second 6 holes was alternate shot, but it was everybody tee off. So you and I, Dave, would tee off, and if your shot was better, we took yours, then I would hit the second shot, you would hit the third, so on and so forth. And then the last...
Right, so I'm sorry, just first off, I want to say a couple things. Number one, you're telling the story in a way that you're doing a great job because your tone, I'm looking for clues. I have no idea how this went. You're doing a phenomenal job there. That's number one. Number 2, Chris, I hope you have some sort of music planned.
He does.
For the payoff, whether it's good or bad. I hope, I know you probably do, but just in case. 3, and I have 2 more questions. Number 3 was, what's her name? Gladys, or was it Deb?
Nightingale.
Who's the
ringer
lady that beat your ass last year? I'm sorry that you know how that went.
Yeah, that was the tough one to go against. She was there. She was representing the Warriors, but was not in my group.
And then finally, who was your partner?
So my partner was a guy named Will. Will is the equivalent of, let's see, for our station, he would be like Brian or Jason Ornelas or Joe Fote. Like he's the engineer at NBC Sports Bay Area.
Okay.
So he was my partner. We were playing against two people from the Warriors. One was named Tom, and he does the Warriors replays. And Phil, who is the Warriors' big TV director, producer of their television broadcast. So that was the foursome we had. And the last 6 holes, by the way, are head-to-head. So I was paired up against Phil. My partner, Will, was paired up against Tom. So if Phil beat me in the 6 holes, he gets a point. If I beat him, I get a point. If we push, we each get a half a point. So that's the backdrop of how it goes. So we were in the last foursome. So we're the closers, Dave.
Anchors.
The anchors. And what's fun about it is the first foursome tees off, and we see them, and everybody's at the tee box, and you kind of, or most everybody was. A few people are on the driving range, but whatever. You see them go off. You're like, okay, there's the first group. And Yochadihi, if anybody's been there, the first hole is elevated, and it's just this beautiful, gorgeous shot that it just seems like you could hit the ball for miles. So first group goes, second group goes, third group goes. I see them all tee off, but then you might see them, but you kind of don't, like as the rest of the round goes on. So we have no idea what's going on with any other group, but we're also just worried about our own group. So to take you through the first 6 holes, and a lot of times you end up pushing and you just carry over to the next hole, and it's no big deal. But Will and I, of the first 6, we pushed 4 holes. So there was 2 holes that someone won, and Team Kings won both.
Oh,
so an early 1-0 lead for Will and for me and Will. So
you started out pushing holes, but you ended up getting the win.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. So we're up 1-0, feeling good about that. Again, no idea what's going on in the rest of the course, but look, all we can do is take care of what we can take care of. So we get to the second 6, which is alternate shot. And the very first hole of that, Will and I won. So it's like, okay, we're cooking right now. The second hole of that, Dave, it's basically my putt to win the hole, and I hit it on the high side of the hole. It's one of those that's like the Tiger Woods commercial, basically, or the Nike one. It stops on the edge, and I would say 1/6 of the ball is over the hole. So not a lot, but enough of it. You're like, oh, that's going in. And, Will's like, come on. Like, he's basically talking to it, and I'm talking like, it's going to go. Let's wait on the high side of the hole. Those guys are going, how's that not going in? And it just stayed. It didn't go in. So we push. No. So it's like, okay, we're still up 1-0 through 2 on those. And then the next 4, no pushes. Somebody won all of those holes. Team Kings won 1. They won 3. So they took 3 of the 5, I guess, right? So now it's 1-1.
Oh.
Yeah. So
with that one putt, just
would have changed it. And we would have been up 2-0 with 4 to go. Yeah. So now it's 1-1. Like, okay, now it's head-to-head. And it's Phil versus Will. Will versus Tom and me versus Phil. Okay. And here we go. It's singles. So here's the part that, to me, got interesting. My very first tee shot on, which would now be hole 13, I hit it just slightly off the fairway. Like, it's, when you hit a shot that's like, that's lost. This one was like off the fairway. We're like, okay. And what's cool, there's kind of etiquette. Like, everybody's looking for this ball. I mean, literally, it's a little bit of thicker grass, just some stuff. But, like, it's in a general area that we all saw where it went in. We just cannot find it. We can't find it. We're looking. So I've played enough golf. Like, if I was with you, I'm like, I'll just drop a ball and we'll hit, like, I don't know, I'm hitting 3, I guess.
Yeah.
But officially, which I didn't know this is the rule, and we had some rulesters out there. They say, well, technically what you're supposed to do is either go back to the tee box and re-tee hitting 3, or you're dropping and you're hitting 4. And I said, hitting 4? Aren't I hitting 3? And they said, no, you're hitting 4 because the way it was explained to me, let's just say I hit a 300-yard drive that we all saw went right down the middle, and for whatever reason, it just evaporated. The thought process is I would go back to the tee. If I hit it to the exact same spot, I'm basically then would be, because I'm hitting from 3 at the tee, this would be my 4th shot. And I'm like, yeah, but the ball, I guess in theory was lost, but it didn't feel like a lost ball, if you know what I mean. So I'm like, all right, it's the first hole. I'm not going back to the tee box to hit 3. And my tee shot was actually fine. It's just, I go, I'm going to probably take my medicine. I'm sure I'm going to lose this hole, but I'm dropping, hitting 4. Boom, I do lose the hole. I'm like, all right, I'm down 1, 5 to go. I can come back. I'm not going to panic. I kid you not, the next tee box, I hit the same kind of shot. It's a little bit off in the rough. We couldn't find it again.
Come on.
And I'm going, what is happening? So now I'm dropping 4. On that one, I literally hit onto the green and made the putt. I took 3 shots and lost the hole.
Are we sure somebody wasn't out there stealing your ball?
So now I'm down 2 with 4 to go. And I'm like, all right, and Will and Tom are back and forth. They're battling. They're basically even. So I win the 3rd hole, which a lot of these usually you push, which is crazy. So I win the 3rd. So now I'm down 1 with 3 to go. I'm like, okay, I've regrouped. I can do this. We're going to be the great closers. The 4th hole, I lose. And I'm like, oh, man, all I can do now is push and try not to let Team Kings down. Well, we get to hole 17. I do win it. So we've got 1 hole to go. And now I see everybody else is up they're waiting for us at the green. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on up there? All I can do is push and tie the hole. But there's a sense of pride if I can do that. So we both have about the same approach shots coming in. He hits his long. I hit mine on the green. And I have about a 12-foot downhill putt to win the hole. Like, it's going to be mine with everybody watching. And I don't really know what's going on, but as we get up there, you kind of hear a little bit of chatter, excuse me, of what everybody else is doing. So I'm like, all right, just make this putt and I'll end it. I'll end our match and we'll tie, and I'll feel pretty good about that based on what I had to go through. So, Dave, I hit the putt. It's a really good-looking putt. People are watching, and it hits the lip and actually gains a ton of speed and goes past the hole, and I've got about a 4 to 6 footer coming back uphill, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm still okay, but I'm really nervous, and I'm going, all right, I got to knock this in. And so now when I get up there, now it's like there's just enough commotion, and some people have had some beverages and they're having some fun, and I hear the guy that I'm with, Phil, who's the television producer of the Warriors, say to other people, like, what's going on? What was the score? And I hear, there was a 4-0 Kings. And I'm like, ooh. And then someone goes, where's the first group, which was the new foursome that was added? And I hear someone go, they left. I'm like, what? Well, what was their score? And so now you're hearing like a bunch of this. And so Phil, then there's another score that was set out, but I didn't hear it. And Phil, who I'm playing with, goes, I hear him kind of say, as I'm getting up to the putt, he goes, oh, well, he's going to knock this putt in. And since those guys left, we'll just cancel their score. Kings are going to win 8-4. And I'm like, oh, well, I have zero pressure on this putt. So I get over it, stand over it, boom, hit the stick, drops in. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I tied. I feel really good. I'm like, you know what? I did what I could. I managed to get a half a point. So everybody's kind of gathered like, yeah, Kings win. Great. It didn't feel like all this fanfare. Well, we all get in our carts, drive up. Those guys that we thought left were actually at the bar up at the clubhouse. So then, hey, what happened? What was your score? Someone says, oh, it was 3.5 to half Kings. Oh my gosh. We annihilated them. Well, then someone goes, no. It was 3.5 half Warriors.
Oh, no.
So then we're starting to do the scoring. We're like, oh, my God, my putt meant everything. I made it to win the cup. Can you believe? I would have missed it if I knew it was for the win. I kind of got over it. I heard the chatter. I'm like, all right, well, just knock it in. Good, Kings win. No, this is really kind of anticlimactic. Boom, hit it in, have the hole. Cool, good round. Everybody's happy. And it was like everybody realized at the same time. It's like, And especially my partner, Will, is like, oh, my God, your putt was the difference. And I just was thinking it was, yeah, we'll just finish the round. We won. Cool. Kings dominated. No, in fact, we won 8.5, 7.5. And the putt meant everything in the world.
Oh, my God. That is so flipping awesome. Do you think the outcome is any different if you knew about the pressure?
Absolutely. I mean, because then it would have been like if those guys had stayed there, everything would have probably been said like between my partner Will, who ended up losing his match. So we lost 2.5, 1.5 overall. The group ahead of us deserves all the credit, honestly. I'm joking about the final putt, but they were 4-0 Kings. Yeah. The second group was 2.5, 1.5 Kings, and then that first one ended up being 3.5 half Warriors. So 8.5, 7.5 Kings get the cup. But yeah, had I known that, I mean, the difference of like, it's good, or just, second shot, everybody's always better. This time it was, I just heard enough. Kings are going to win. They smoked the Warriors. And that's kind of the last thing, people were just kind of chattering enough. I'm like, oh, good. Okay, I'll just stand over it and boop, hit it, went in, good, pick it up, let's get out of here. Cool. I was proud of at least coming back to win the last two to tie. And then it was, all right, we win. I mean, literally drove to the car, dropped the bags off, came back. So there was 15 minutes, and then it was, wait, what was the score? Oh, my gosh. So it was pretty funny how it played out.
That is, first off, defending the honor of Sacramento and bringing the cup home for the very first time is amazing. Also, I love that you don't have to be sitting here all day and dealing with, I choked the putt. It meant everything and I choked it. Or what if I'd have found my ball on the first hole?
Right.
What if I found my ball those 2 times? Like all this stuff. What if that putt had gone and not lipped out and gone? Like there were so many things as you were telling the story so masterfully. And I'm like, oh God, there's that thing, there's that thing, there's that thing. But in the end, karma, you had it coming to you. And parade Monday?
I would think so, yeah. What's funny is the very, very first hole, as I said, the first 6 holes are our best score, and it was basically I was going to win the hole of the foursome, and I would say, and this is the difference, like Dave, if you and I were playing on the putt on the very first hole, you would have said, oh, that's good. Like, pick it up. Like, it's good. And in this case, like, you make everybody, because I was going to win the hole. It was going to be me. Everybody else, I think, bogeyed. I was going for par, and it was shorter than the putt on 18. I mean, it was like kick it in and you win, and I missed it. And it was the very first hole, and I'm going, oh, really? We're doing this? And I'm like, Will, I am so sorry. It's like, that's fine. It's first hole. We're good. And we ended up winning that first 6, but I'm going, are you serious? How did I miss that putt? And so that one was in my head. I'm like, okay, and I had a couple others the rest of the day. I'm like, I made a lot of the short putts after that, but that first one, I'm like, it was the easiest one of the day, and I missed it. I went, oh, we're not doing this, are we? But
well, the chat line's weighing in. J-Boss with the top shot. Perfect music, guys. Awesome job, J. Ross. Light the greens.
And the Kings people, our group was like, light the beam, which was fun. People kept saying that, which was cool.
Light the golf beam. J. Ross equals Eldrick. I agree with that. Nice catch, Blanco Nino. Yes, that's true. Drew Eubanks is a hell of a ball player. Yeah,
true.
That fits. Was that the Cordelia Cup rewind?
Oh, we do need one for that. I told Chris, he wanted an update last night. I said, there's a story. It might even need a rewind for it.
Wow.
Jason actually doesn't know this, but someone was recording audio of Jason celebrating in front of the Warriors guys after the Kings.
Someone gave you that?
Yeah.
Oh, this could be embarrassing.
I'll say this. This is not like Jason. I was not expecting this.
What? Is it okay for the radio? Can you play it?
I already checked it. It is okay for the radio.
Are you sure?
Yeah. This is, remember when you were getting in all of the Warriors' faces?
I don't remember exactly. Well, you don't know how it looked or sounded, but
Oh, and he was, I don't know if this is for the air or not, but I think Jason might have had a couple to drink along. Oh, no, I'm worried.
Here it is.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt!
Wow, Jason.
I thought the cameras were off.
First, you had the Rudin Cup. Then you had the playoffs and the play-in, and now you have the Cordelia Cup going down as yet another Northern California rivalry. Wow.
Yeah.
I wish we had time to make a Jason Ross, you and your team have won the Cordelia Cup, and here's the merchandise. And then just add a whole, like, order right now. You can have your phone.
I'm all in on Verlad Squad merch anyway.
But Verlad Squad merch would be great.
You've played with me. Do you think if I knew for the win, you think I make the putt?
You know what, Jason? I do. I just think that everything leading up to the putt would have been less enjoyable for you.
Oh, yeah.
But then everything after the putt would have been more enjoyable for you.
Yeah, it was so much better when it was like, I mean, literally I could, it wasn't like they were right behind me, but you just heard enough people going, oh, the Kings won this 4-0. And then Phil, like I said, the guy I was playing with, the guy who was organizing it, who did a great job, said, oh, well, this is over. It's 8. And I could hear it. He said this. He goes, oh, he's going to make this putt. We're going to have this, and it's going to be 8-4. Yeah, Kings win easily. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this putt really probably doesn't matter. So let's just get over it and knock it in. And I kind of just went right up, hit it, and boom. Like, good. All right. I was happy about pushing, tying the hole.
Yeah.
I was like, I was some work to do that. And little did I know that at the end, that was very critical.
It's a good win. You don't want to spend all day out there pushing holes. So you're able to win.
Well, speak for yourself.
Hello. We'll take a break on a Champions Friday. How do we follow that up? My goodness, we'll do our best, but you got 4 Down Territory. That's coming up way later in the program. And why did I was scrolled way down, guys. Sorry. You got Thursday Night Football. We'll recap. Honestly, I know there's recency. I was going to say top 10 all-time regular season football game.
I mean, that's fair.
Some people are saying that.
Yeah, some are.
Dave Richard will lock you in on your fantasy football for the weekend as well. We got Kings versus the defending champions tonight in the opening of the NBA Cup. And you know what? We got Greg Papa. Second time this week, I will be talking to Greg Papa on the radios. Yeah, how about that? So we got a lot for you. Sit back. Relax. Your Jason Ross World Champion merchandise will be ready to order very, very soon. Look out for that. It's Dave, Chris, and Jason right here on Sactown Sports.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Hey everyone, it's Kyle Draper here. If you're in the market for a new car, let me tell you about my experience with Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the moment I walked into their state-of-the-art showroom, I knew I was making the right choice. There was no pressure from the sales staff, and if I'm being honest, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I settled on the all-electric EQS SUV, and let me tell you why. First of all, the comfort. After a long day at work, I actually look forward to being in my car. It has several different massage settings, including my favorite, hot relaxing back. Plus, the seat heating and cooling features are perfect for the hot summer or those chilly mornings. Mercedes-Benz has the reputation of making the finest cars in the world. Now it's your turn to experience what I already know. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is the best car buying experience you'll ever have. They're just a short drive down I-5, or you can shop online anytime at mbofstockton.com. That's mbofstockton.com, and tell them Drape sent you.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Progressive has great customer service, and it's easy to reach us because great and easy is the way to be. Like salads. Great for you, and so easy you can put any group of veggies in a bowl and it's a salad. A full carrot with a head of cabbage? Weird, but still a salad. 1 radish and a couple of green beans? Also a salad. 14 blueberries, half an onion, and a sunchoke? Odd, yes, but an odd salad. So contact Progressive's customer service by phone, app, or online. It's great and easy, just like salad. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
It's one of those songs that it's tough to play on the radio because every single other word is, deleted.
We're playing the even words.
Yeah, not the odd ones.
Nope.
More questions, Jason, or should I say comments, as it just keeps rolling in. Someone said there was a post on Twitter a couple years ago where Jason and Dave were golfing. Dave was having trouble with his putter. Jason took it and drained a 20-foot putt. I don't remember that. Do you?
I absolutely do.
You do?
Yep. I could tell you where it was, who was there. I'm trying to remember what the event was, though. No, you know what? I can't tell you where it was, but it was a golf course where, let me see, hang on, I'm going to try to give you clues. Nick Cattles was doing his show from there. It was a station event. We were showing up. Your dad was actually there. We were on the practice green. And when I got there, you were putting. I think Ron Burton was there. No, Hanratty was there. Hanratty was there, and he was wearing, I feel like his Jets blazer or something. It could have been not Willow Creek. What's that?
Hagen Oaks?
No. What creek?
Wood Creek?
Wood Creek. I think it was at Wood Creek, and it might have been a station golf tournament, or for whatever reason, the show was out there, the afternoon show. You and I were with the mornings, and it was kind of, we showed up to be supportive. We weren't playing, but I remember literally my wife and son were there, and they were just in the car. I said, look, I got to make an appearance. I got to come out here. It's a station thing. It'll probably be about 45 minutes. And we'll just come out there. And we were doing errands or something. They sat in the car, and I just came out. I remember seeing your dad was there. He might have been playing. But there was video of people like putting, and I think you even said, like, Marsh might have been over there. You're like, you're going to come over here and make it on the first try. And I grabbed the putter, and I made it on the first try.
It is incredibly scary because as I'm listening to you, I'm like, oh, I'm going to remember this. He'll tell me something. And you're giving all these amazing details.
I guess. I wish I had a few more. I don't know what the event was, though.
I have no memory of that. I have no memory of anything you said. I don't have a memory of Nick Cattles or my dad playing or the putt or the putter. I'm not just blocking it out because you made the putt. Like, I don't have a memory. Man, I wonder if I was hit with one of them Will Smith lighter thingies in the eye from Men in Black.
Yeah. Could
be.
be.
Great memory. Congratulations.
Yeah, Campeo says it was Wood Creek. I told Jason to keep the putter since you can't use it.
Well, nothing's changed. Probably still have the same. Oh, you know what? Okay, and then we're going to move on. I don't think I've told you this since it happened, but this is, I haven't played golf since then. This was the, what was this? It was, what was that? Oh, Phil Oates' tournament I just played in, where we were playing with Brad Miller.
Right.
So in my trunk right now, I have 2 grips Brad gave me at his car. So on my putter, I have like, golfers will know this, like I have kind of a fat not the shaft.
What?
The grip. I have like one of those big grips on there because I have giant hands, right? So we're playing, and Brad goes, yeah, dude, I had all my grips fattened. So like my driver, my irons, my putter, like they're all the same size grip, but they're like 4 times the size because otherwise my fingers wrap around too much. And Brad and I have almost the same exact size hands.
Okay.
And I grabbed his 7-iron, and it felt, dude, amazing. Brad Miller's club felt perfect in my hands. And I haven't played since, but you just reminded me. He gave me a couple of his grips. I've never even heard of that before. Which maybe people do it. I don't know, but I'd never heard of that. So I'm getting all my shafts thickened by Tom Morton and Hagen Oaks. I'm going to have them do it when I get back. So anyways, all right, enough golf talk. Let's move on. Big college football weekend. Jason, I know you're the Sac State feller, but really quick, our good friend, Coach Tim Plow, can UC Davis recover at Idaho tomorrow?
They're going to need to. That's a big game for them, trying to keep this train rolling for the Aggies coming off a loss. Idaho has been probably underachieving a little bit, but it's a pretty good team. The Kibbe Dome is a tough place to play. Totally odd connection. Every time I think about UC Davis and Idaho, you know the unfortunate, awful tragedy of those Idaho murders, a couple years ago. That's the last time Davis was. They were playing that Saturday. It happened that day. Like every time you see a feature like of Dateline or 2020 or something on that, they'll go, it was an ordinary Saturday or whatever. There was a football game, and you see like Davis and Idaho playing. So it's really just awful. But so they're back there in a game that they would need to win, and taking on Idaho at the Kibbe Dome.
What about your Hornets in Portland State? When do you leave?
Later today, we'll head up to Portland. The team's heading off there to take on the Viking. Oh, I should have asked. Did you know that?
Oh, the Portland State Vikings? Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Who's Davis playing? The Idaho?
No. I know this. No, I do. I know this. I'm not looking it up either. You see my hands. The Vandals.
Hey!
Thank you. I know that one. It always stuck out in my head.
Did you really know Vikings?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know. I wouldn't have gotten it ever. I did know Vandals, though, I promise.
Okay. Yeah, so Sac State goes to Portland State, and UC Davis will be at Idaho.
A game that we've all been looking forward to basically since July when we saw the schedule. Number 7 BYU versus number 8 Texas Tech.
How is that real? Is that real college football? They're both in the top 8?
Like, if I told you, let's say we went back in time 5 years ago, and I was like, all right, Jason, I'm going to give you a choice, baseball, basketball, or football. In 5 years, number 7 BYU will play number 8 Texas Tech. Would you have said that's a football, baseball, or basketball game?
I wouldn't know enough about college baseball, so I probably would have said basketball.
100% basketball.
Yeah, not football.
100%. And then there's a few others, but as I see you put on here, USC hosts Northwestern tonight. It's family week next week, as a matter of fact. So this is a.
Oh, so you're going tonight?
I'm not going tonight.
Oh, come on. Leave New York after the show. Go right to Northwestern. Support. I mean, don't you have family in the band?
And not only do I have family in the band, but as we break here, let me find it. My daughter was excitedly texting me the other week that the halftime show tonight will feature my daughter and I guess, the band, whatever. With a special guest playing with them, Mick Fleetwood of, yes, Fleetwood Mac. And yes, much like they did in the original video for the band, they will be playing Tusk with Mick Fleetwood on drums. That's pretty cool.
I wonder, Chris, it's probably about time for Chris. Don't you think George Lucas might be back giving a talk somewhere?
I really like movies in space, and I made a movie about graffiti in Modesto.
Can I just say something here? Chris is being a D, but honestly, I have to acknowledge it's not the worst George Lucas impression I've ever heard.
I really
like
love
he
it.
kind of does have the timing. he kind of does have the timing. I'm not gonna lie. We'll take a break. When we come back, you guys have been waiting for us to break it down. Burf Nation unite. It was a loss, but man, one of the most memorable games in recent memory. Thursday Night Football, Broncos versus Raiders. This game will be talked about for minutes.
Decades.
We're gonna recap it right after this.
The only place you'll find Keegan Murray is Sactown Sports.
Out to Keegan Murray, straight away for 3, and Keegan knocks down the triple.
Hey Sacramento, it's Keegan Murray, and you're listening to the home of Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
Jason Ross here to tell you about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, a lawyer right here in Sacramento. He's in downtown Sacramento. You can find his offices down there, but you can also reach out to him at 916-304-9187 or saclegaldefense.com. All right, we're at Friday. We're getting ready for the weekend. Don't want you to have any extra stress. So if you're thinking about, I might be in a position where I need some representation. I just don't know what I should do. Well, I'm here to tell you this is who you need to contact. Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law, his offices, and see what they can do. See if they can help you. See if you're in that spot, that prime spot of needing help. And he can help with a lot of different things, whether it's criminal defense. Maybe you're in a car accident and you need some help there. Maybe it's a wrongful termination case, a sexual harassment case, or something that has happened a long time ago that you'd like removed from your record. And it's keeping you from doing some things, keeping some opportunities away from you. He can help you with that. It's called an expungement. That's an area he is specialized in. So, look, he is here to help, to provide, and has been very, very successful in our area for a long, long time. So let him do the work for you. It's Gonzalez Law, Jonathan Gonzalez, saclegaldefense.com, 916-304-9187.
I found out that one of my players was vaping, and I said, hey, right now's the time to be honest with me. He said almost everybody in my team was vaping. The next day, all the parents came in. I said, how many of you guys think that your kids are vaping? Not one of them raised their hand. There's a joint fight to make something better. We don't sit back and let it happen.
Coach Sanchez is exposing Big Tobacco's playbook. Learn how he and other Californians are beating Big Tobacco at undo.org.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Some nights just call for something better, a place above the noise, where the skyline glows and the energy feels effortless. That place is Revival at the Sawyer, Sacramento's rooftop escape. All November long, show your Sactown Sports app and enjoy buy one, get one half off beverages. Whether it's golden hour with friends or late night laughter under the city lights, Revival's the place to see and the place to be seen. Revival at the Sawyer, the view, the vibe, the moment. Reserve your table at revivalsacramento.com. Offer valid once per visit per person.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
You know, a lot of times I will get messages on social media and I try to read them all and respond. Some, you know, love the show or say hi to Jason or hope you drown, you know, the normal stuff.
Yeah.
But this one's a little different. I can't even say the user's name on the air because it's a bunch of letters and numbers. It wouldn't make sense. But it said, hey, after your show yesterday, I asked AI, not Allen Iverson, I'm assuming, to write a Hallmark movie.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, for a Kings fan. I thought it did a really good job. So I started to read it, and then I stopped myself. So we're all going to read this for the first time. I've only read the title and the log line, okay? And I know you have the music ready. Chris, the title is The Season That Almost Was, a Hallmark holiday movie for long-suffering Sacramento Kings fans. And the tagline is this: For some fans and some hearts, hope is the longest season of all. Every year, hope blooms in Sacramento like tinsel in November. And every spring, it dies quietly. But for lifelong Kings fan Evan, this Christmas, hope means something different.
Can I stop you real quick?
Yes.
So how I'm imagining this in the movie is you are the narrator and you're like the grandpa in Princess Bride.
So I'm telling the story. Okay, so I'm narrating. I'm not in the movie at all. I'm just the narrator. Do I have a sick grandson who wants me to read him a story?
It's not, we don't ever see you. You're just the narrator. But in my mind, that's who you are.
Okay. So like I'm hoping like a cross between who was that? Columbo. Peter. What was
Peter
his name?
Falk.
Columbo. Peter Falk in Princess Bride and Richard Dreyfuss in Stand By Me. We're somewhere in that category. Yes. Okay. And every spring, hope dies quietly. But for lifelong Kings fan Evan, this Christmas, hope means something different. Not just for the team he's loved since childhood, but for a heart that's been losing games of its own for years. Act 1, the losing streak. Evan is 34 years old. He's a middle school history teacher who's lived in Sacramento his whole life. He's the kind of fan who still has an old, faded Vlade Divac jersey framed on his wall. A man whose year is measured in 2 seasons. Off season, and maybe this is our year season.
Can I just pause real quick again? So I'm just going to do some math real quick. Evan was about 10 in the 02 season?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, that works.
It's a fair point.
Because it needs to be someone that has had the tragedy and knew all about 02.
Yeah, but a 10-year-old would take that different than a 20-year-old, 22-year-old.
Yes.
Like there's
End of
tears.
the world for it.
Yeah, there weren't any tears for the 20-year-olds in the 02 season.
Yeah, tears of alcohol. So it's funny you mentioned tragedy, Chris. Because for Evan,
You got to give me a warning before that. I almost spit all over the console.
yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think most people I know don't need a warning that they're going to do a spit take when I say there was tragedy. That's just you, Chris.
But Chris does.
Right. For Evan, it's been a tough few months. His dad, the one who first took him to Arco Arena, passed away last spring. His longtime girlfriend, tired of his small town loyalty and constant next year talk.
Small town?
Moved to Los Angeles.
Oh, she loves LA.
Even his best friend took a job in the Bay Area. Evan's alone in his classroom, in his apartment, in the stands, and worst of all, in his heart. The Kings start the season strong, but as December comes, the old patterns return. Buzzer beater losses, injuries that haunt every fan's eyes. Evan swears this is the year he stops caring. But when Evan opens the box of his dad's old ornaments, he finds a handwritten note inside. Someday, kid, they'll make it.
So it's
and
Sean
you
Connery.
will too. What?
So it's Sean Connery.
Man, someday, kid, they'll make it. You will too, see?
The dog's name was Indiana.
That ornament hit him harder than any loss. Act 2, the assist. On a cold December night, Evan reluctantly goes to a Kings game alone. He sits up high near the rafters where all the real fans are. Next to him sits Riley, a photographer for the team, who's shooting crowd reactions for a 12 Days of Fans holiday campaign. She catches Evan mid-groan after another missed free throw. And something about the picture, his weary face, the loyalty in his eyes, stops her. Later, she tracks him down, asking to use his image for the team's Christmas Eve special. They start talking. She admits she's from Seattle, still bitter that her Sonics were taken away.
I don't like this.
At least your heartbreak stayed home, she jokes. Over a few games, they grow close, swapping stories, sharing hot chocolate at halftime, walking through the quiet streets of old Sacramento after wins and more often losses. For the first time in months, Evan starts to feel something like hope again. What's that? Well, that's hope. I could feel it. Act 3, the fourth quarter. Christmas Eve arrives with a home game against, you guessed it, the Lakers. The Kings are down 2 with 3 seconds left. The whole arena holds its breath. The shot goes up, a clean arc, and rims out. The buzzer sounds. Evan just stares at the floor the way he has 100 times before. But Riley turns to him and says softly, you know what I love about you people?
You
still show up. Yeah, you people.
I do not like Riley.
You know what I love about you people? You still show up every time. He looks around, fans hugging, crying, laughing anyway, and he finally understands. His dad never loved the wins. He loved the showing up. Riley takes his hand. Come on, she says. Let's take one more picture. They step out into the cold. Snowing, impossibly, actually snowing in Sacramento. It begins to fall all around them. Riley snaps a photo of Evan looking up at the lights on the Golden One Center, his breath visible in the air. Later that night, she sends it to him with a caption. Some seasons don't end in victory. Some just end in love. The final scene weeks later, the Kings miss the playoffs by 1 game. Evan hangs the photo Riley took next to his dad's framed jersey. The note still sits in the ornament box, worn but legible. He turns off the lights, the glow of the arena faintly visible through his window. He smiles quietly, sadly, and says to the empty room, maybe next year, Dad. Screen fades to black with the faint sound of a crowd chanting, light the beam. The end.
Wow. What's the title? No Beam, Shattered Dreams? Like, what do we got there?
No Beam, Shattered Dreams. Sorry about your dad, Evan. You're alone.
Wait, the Hallmark movie, the Kings don't even win in it?
They don't even make the playoffs. Like, they can't
Evan's
even get a
alone.
play-in?
Riley's out shagging somewhere. Evan's home alone with the stupid note. Kings lost. He doesn't even have a dog.
I'm from Seattle. We're so much better. I love that you people still like this loser team. I'm Riley.
Let's hear it for Riley.
Riley can go straight to hell.
Yeah. I think he needs to get back with the girl that went to L.A.
The Laker fan?
I don't know. I don't like I'm with Chris. I don't really know about Riley. Jess has offered our faithful listener to marry Evan.
Aw. Is that a Hallmark ending?
Yes. I mean, they can't even win in the Hallmark movie?
Nope. Not even in the Hallmark movies, dude.
But you know what it also sounds like in the Hallmark movie? They're in purgatory. They're actually okay. Like they missed the playoffs by a game.
If it was truly a Hallmark movie, Game 7 of the NBA Finals would take place on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We'll take a break.
Outside.
Raiders lost 10-7. When we come back, Dave Richard will join us. He's the fantasy football insider for CBS Sports. Get your fantasy football questions ready. We'll talk to him right after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Sactown Sports 49ers Report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. 49ers get a win in New York, 34-24. Christian McCaffrey had another big game, 106 yards rushing. Mac Jones also a big game. He threw for 235 yards and a couple of touchdowns in the victory. San Francisco with the win improves to 6-3. Upcoming, it's a huge game for the Niners on Sunday. They take on first place LA. Catch the game right here on Sactown Sports 1140 beginning at noon on Sunday.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
All you gotta do is put a drink.
Eric Church is back and bringing his unforgettable live show to Sacramento. Eric Church Free the Machine Tour with special guest Charles Wesley Godwin. Golden One Center, November 13th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. His new album, Evangeline vs. the Machine, is out now. One epic night of music that you won't want to miss. Eric Church Free the Machine Tour. Live at Golden One Center, November 13th. Get tickets now. For more, visit ericchurch.com. Produced by Messina Touring Group.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting. Just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHD 1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios. Sactown Sports 1140. Place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Well, just to update you on the 49ers, since we are the home of the Niners, Greg Papa will join us a bit later on in the program. Niners at 9, so 2 hours from now. New addition, not the band, new addition to the team, Keon White, brought in to kind of help that defense. Well, he hurt his groin.
Uh-oh.
And, yeah, he's hurting right now. Leah Davis, ankle injury. Alfred Collins sat out with a hip issue. So,
It's it's comical at this point, right?
Sadly, yes, for the 49ers and their defense. And we're really a lot of their part of their team, but yes.
Do we have Dave Richard yet?
We do. He's going to be via phone today, so we'll bring him up right now.
Oh, all right. And Chris, if you wouldn't mind turning on there we go. Thank you. The one, the only. Way too busy for video this morning, but that's fine. He is too busy, but we're glad to just have him each and every week from CBS Sports, your fantasy football expert, David Richard. Good morning, Dave.
Dave, I'm sorry. I didn't get my beauty sleep last night, so my face isn't done up, and I can't be seen this way in public.
I'm glad you brought that up, by the way. I've told the listeners know my sister got me this ring, which monitors, amongst other things, my sleep. Jason, I hadn't even told you this. All-time career high last night of an 88. 88. I got 8 hours and 21 minutes of sleep last night.
3 questions.
Okay. I got so much sleep that random sound effects are firing off on the show. So I'm going to be extra great today. Dave, I'm on it, brother. First and foremost, I assume you're well as we head down into the stretch run, shall we say, of the fantasy football year?
Well, I mean, I'm not getting 8 hours of sleep, but we all can't live life on the good side like you are, my man.
Nope, that's true. We can't. It's only for the chosen ones. But I will tell you from a fantasy football standpoint, I am not – well, I'm living life on the edge. I'm living life on the edge of the playoffs in one league, completely out of – well, let me ask you this, David. Have we reached the point now where you're ready – there are leagues where, yeah, you're out of it, dude. Forget about it. You're just trying to set your team. And as a sub-question, because I know that's probably an easy setup there, are you a fan of punishing out-of-it teams for not still trying to compete?
Not a fan of that, although I just think it's just common courtesy and respectful to at least set a legal lineup each week. And I do think it would be wrong if, let's say you're playing your brother-in-law and you want your brother-in-law to win and you're out of it. You've got, let's say you haven't even won a game now. And you just find like the worst possible players to start. You're starting Devon Vele. You're starting I'm trying to think of somebody on the floor. You're starting Brian Robinson Jr. on purpose. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because Brian Robinson Jr. he scored last week, but he doesn't usually get as much work as Christian McCaffrey. I don't think that's right. I still think you try and make your best lineup possible. And then just on the first topic, man, as long as I'm not eliminated from the fantasy playoffs, I'm going to try. I'm going to make ad drops. I'm going to make trades. I'm going to do everything that I can to try and help my team win. And I admit it. I've got a team this year. I'm in 13 leagues. I've got a team that's 2-7.
Ooh.
And I'm not mathematically eliminated. I'm 5 games out from the 1 seed. That's probably not going to happen for me, but I can still make a playoff run. I'm still trying in that league. So as long as that's the case, I'm not interested in, I'll just set a lineup and then go on my merry way. I'm not doing that. I'm still trying to kick the teeth in on my opponent.
Well, Dave, yesterday the week started with just a dud. I mean, it was 10-7 fantasy-wise. I guess maybe some defensive points if you're playing defense special teams. But I thought Denver might end up with a big day against the Raiders. What happened last night to the offenses of those teams?
I think with the Raiders, it's a lot easier to explain. When their offensive line lost 2 starters, Geno Smith looked a little bit more like a deer in the headlights and had a hard time making decisions. And the pass rush of the Broncos has been amazing all year. They're on pace to set a record for the most sacks by a team in NFL history. They're doing that well. The only thing I can think of with Denver is that Bo Nix had an off night. And he had a number of off-target throws. He also got a little unlucky. He had a number of on-target throws that were either dropped or tipped up in the air and intercepted. It was just kind of a sloppy night for the pass game, more so for Denver being sloppy, because I don't even know if Las Vegas really even had the chance to have a semblance of a passing game. Also, Las Vegas, they had one touchdown called back by a penalty. They had a big run called back by a penalty, and they had a deep ball for a touchdown, but it went off of Dante Thornton's hands. So they got a little unlucky there, along with the offensive line issues. I would expect Denver to bounce back and for Bo Nix to bounce back Raiders have Las Vegas next week, or Raiders have Dallas next week, excuse me. And I think that's going to be a tougher matchup now than it was a week ago this time because of the moves that the Cowboys have made. And that offensive line isn't going to be fixed in time for that game. So we could see the Raiders stay on the struggle bus a little bit longer. They're a team that's 2-7, 2-8, whatever their record is. You know they're out of it at this point.
Let's talk about Bo Nix as well, because I've actually got a guy who follows me on Twitter who I like me. We both have Bo Nix, and we've had different experiences. Not that Bo Nix has been perfect, but this guy is just convinced that Bo Nix is, to him, he's one of those, every time I start him, he sucks. Every time he sucks or he does great, I don't start him. Maybe it's a scoring situation, but I think Bo Nix has actually been more better than he has not this year. Give me your fantasy breakdown as far as Bo Nix, the year you think he's had, and whether or not, depending on who else is on your roster, you look at him as a viable starter week in and week out.
Well, I don't think he's a slam dunk start anymore, although I would have told you that he was a top 10 starter this week going into the matchup because it's Las Vegas. And honestly, the Raiders pass rush, they deserve credit too. That was a tough matchup for them against that offensive line, and they were able to pressure Bo Nix quite a bit themselves. I don't have the number of how many sacks they had. I don't think they had that many, just a couple. But I know that Bo Nix was pressured, and maybe he was flustered a little bit. I think another part of the problem is that he doesn't have that stud number one receiver anymore. And I know that Cortland Sutton's there, but he's kind of taken a backseat to Troy Franklin over the last 3 weeks. Franklin has more than 10 targets than Sutton over their last 3 games. And Sutton is good. He's rangy, and sometimes he has good straight line speed, especially for a guy of his stature. But he's not as quick as Franklin. Franklin is not near as consistent of a receiver as Sutton. So he's got these 2 wide receivers that he's leaning on that are imperfect. If he had, it's so easy to say, if he had somebody like Jamar Chase or Puka Nacua, so, one of the stud receivers, Justin Jefferson in the league, of course he'd be better because that receiver would help him be better. And Sutton, to an extent, was that guy for him last year. This year, at least recently, it hasn't been that way for Cortland Sutton. So I think you've got to look at Bo Nix as at best a low-end starter. You've got to consider the matchups when that happens. He's got Kansas City next week. That's going to be a tough matchup, even though it's at home. I would suspect that Nix wouldn't be a good start in that game, but it kind of feels like Bo Nix, when he's got a tough matchup, that's when he shines. When he's got a good matchup, he stinks a little bit. And this is one of the examples last night.
Dave, who are your start and sits with that good matchup with the Niners and Rams this week?
Throw a rock, hit a player, start them in your fantasy league. I mean, it would be a lot easier to talk about the players that I wouldn't start, but it would also be a really boring list because I expect it to be a competitive game. I love it when these two teams play because they definitely gear up for each other. You could tell in the earlier game this season when it was Thursday night, and we thought, how much would Matthew Stafford have to do? 49ers are so banged up. And you know what? The 49ers went out there and they took it to the Rams in that game. And so I can't help but think that it's going to be another competitive game. Shanahan has really been a whiz this year using who he has at his disposal, rather, to put up points and for the team to be good. And I think he'll find a way to execute again this week. I would expect Kittle and Jawan Jennings to be very much involved in that and to try and take advantage of a quick game passing, whether it's Brock Purdy or Mac Jones at quarterback. And honestly, like the players that I would be nervous about starting would be Purdy or Jones, Tyler Higbee for the Rams, Kendrick Bourne for the 49ers. And, honestly, that's it. I don't think you'd even consider Blake Corum or Brian Robinson Jr. Anybody else who's been a reliable starter from both of these teams, fire them up. Let's go. Should be a high-scoring game.
When we talk about quarterbacks, I know we just talked about Bo Nix. You said you wouldn't have him as a slam dunk each and every week, and I completely agree with you. What about Jared Goff?
He's kind of in that same boat, although this week he's taking on a Commanders team that just gave up 4 touchdowns to Sam Darnold in the blink of an eye. And so you can't help but think that Jared Goff could do that exact same thing. It just so happens that the Lions are coming off of a game where they not only lost, they had a hard time running the football. And so I wonder if their mindset is, let's get our run game back on track and lean into that. We already know that Jared Goff is in a good place right now throwing the football. I think it's a little dangerous when teams think that way going into a matchup that they just assume that they're going to win. But the Commanders are really in trouble on defense. They're missing a bunch of starters. Their secondary has been beat up. Obviously, we all saw that game on Sunday night. And their offense is beat up too. So I don't know how the Commanders stay competitive in this game. It could mean eventually that Jared Goff does have to throw, but it could be more of like a 225-yard, 2-touchdown game for Jared Goff, and not one of the big bonanza 300-yard, 4-touchdown games that we've seen from him before. I do think it's a big-time bounce-back spot for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Dave, we have a couple listener questions for you. Let's see here. Jordan Mason or Devin Singletary?
I'd go Singletary. As gross as it sounds, he had a good role last week for the Giants. Should be in a competitive matchup against Chicago. Jordan Mason, as long as Aaron Jones is healthy, the Vikings made it crystal clear to us. 30 snaps in the first half. 23 of them were for Aaron Jones. So you know the rest went to Jordan Mason. If you're not playing, you're not scoring fantasy points, I would sit Jordan Mason.
And the other one here I see, will you ask Dave about Pittman, or who's they should start, Pittman or McConkey?
I love them both, but I think Ladd McConkey is going to have more targets, more opportunities, and has the better matchup compared to Michael Pittman. They're both really good, but McConkey should see a good amount of volume against Pittsburgh. And we've seen that Steelers secondary. Last week, the Steelers won. They did a great job turning the ball over against Daniel Jones. There were still 3 wide receivers that did very well for fantasy for Indianapolis in that game. So McConkey is my favorite Chargers receiver. I think he's a top 10 receiver this week, and I would start him ahead of Michael Pittman, who could draw a tough matchup in A.J. Terrell in that secondary for the Falcons.
Also, a couple other questions here. Dave, are you starting Breece Hall only when desperate against Cleveland?
No, I'm starting him as a borderline must-start fantasy running back. Let's call him a top 15 fantasy running back. It's not a good offensive situation, but the one thing that the Jets did not do at the trade deadline was deal off pieces of the offensive line or the offense in general. Garrett Wilson's going to be back, and he'll command some targets himself, but I do think that the situation is still good for Breece Hall to get a lot of work and to run behind that offensive line. So I'm comfortable starting Breece Hall. I wouldn't do anything rash like start Breece Hall or sit Breece Hall for Jaylen Warren or David Montgomery, Kenneth Walker. Those guys, they're all in their own separate tier compared to Breece Hall.
And similar questions, I'll just pile them in together about DeAndre Swift and Devin Singletary.
Well, it's going to be Swift over Singletary. It might be Kyle Monangai over Singletary, too. The one thing that we've learned about that game between Chicago and New York this week, the weather in Chicago is not forecast to be quite nice. It's going to be windy. There could be rain. There could be snow. Soldier Field is right there on Lake Michigan, so there's always going to be some winds involved, but could be heavy winds. That could impact the play calling for both teams in the game, and it could mean that the running backs get a lot of work. And we've seen Swift and Kyle Monangai, when they've played together over their last 2 games, it's been close in terms of not just workload, but also snaps played. Swift has an edge, so I like him better. I actually like him considerably better because I think he's more explosive than Monangai. But both of them are in play as starts in fantasy. So Swift, if I had to rank the running backs in this game, Dave, I'd probably say Swift, then Monangai, and then Tyrone Tracy, and then Devin Singletary. But Monangai, Tracy, and Singletary, very close to one another. Swift just head and shoulders above the rest.
We have a listener that wants to know if they made a good trade. Dave, did I make a good trade? Justin Jefferson and Hollywood Brown for Rico Dowdle and Xavier Worthy.
I think you gave up a little bit too much, but that's as we stand here right now. And it really would come down to format, too.
Yeah.
If it's not PPR, it might be close. But Rico, I had a hard time weighing the value of Rico Dowdle rest of season. Are we really to believe that he's never going to lose his role, he's going to stay healthy, and he's going to rumble for 100-plus yards no matter who he plays against? That's a little tougher to believe, although this week he takes on New Orleans. I strongly believe it this week. But Justin Jefferson, total stud, maybe underperforming a little bit just because J.J. McCarthy's the quarterback in Minnesota. They're playing at a slow pace. They're trying not to throw as much. These things do tend to impact players like Justin Jefferson, not as badly as they would impact inferior players, kind of like Xavier Worthy, who's not getting the same type of target volume. I would lean toward Jefferson if catches count for anything is the better player in that deal.
How about Kincaid, Addison, or Jamison Williams for 2 flex positions?
I would sit Jamison of those 3, but they're all in that boom-bust range of you could start them and they might get you 16 fantasy points, or they might get you 4 fantasy points. So start the 2 that I think are going to certainly have favorable matchups, and that's Addison for Minnesota, and it's Kincaid for Buffalo against the Dolphins.
At this point, are Chuba Hubbard owners listening to Sarah McLachlan and smoking a hookah or what?
I thought you meant like building a mystery. I don't know.
No, I meant like I will remember you, or whatever the one is where all the dogs and cats are all jacked up looking and they play Sarah McLachlan.
What videos were you watching when we were kids?
Commercial.
This is
you know the commercial where it's like it shows like the poor puppy behind a fence and she's like, I will remember, and then they're like, for only $1 a month you can help take
less
care
than
of
a
this
cup
puppy.
of coffee.
Yeah, and it's like if I give you who's the comedian said, yeah, go ahead.
We're throwing shade at the save a dog, save a cat people. Is that what's happening here?
No, I am a longtime donor / rescuer. I think they're incredibly effective. I'm just saying, are Chuba Hubbard fans having similar sadness in their eyes?
Would you save Chuba Hubbard from a life in a cage? No.
For $1 a
Chuba
day.
Hubbard can go to the waiver wire. The one exception would be, okay, you've got Rico Dowdle on your team and you don't have anything else on your bench. Having Chuba Hubbard as the handcuff for Rico Dowdle would make sense in the event that Rico Dowdle misses time.
All right. Last thing for you, Mr. Richard. Just a general rule, kind of going back to what we talked about earlier about teams that are out of it and how they should perform. Are you also, especially in legacy leagues where you pretty much have the same turnover, are you a fan of the previous year's finishing order in some way dictating the following year's draft order?
Yeah, that's cool. That's a way to do it. It does it. The problem is that it might incentivize somebody to tank, because if they're on purposely losing and they lose out, now they've got the number 1 pick the following year. That's how it works in the NFL. I don't know if it should work that way in fantasy, but it is one thing that a lot of leagues do. I'm in a keeper league that does exactly that, and it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, maybe, Jason, we'd have to do like our own lottery like the NBA, and everybody gets so many ping pong balls.
Yeah,
also,
percentage.
Can I just say, I'll just say this. We all know this. Having the number 1 pick in the draft, not always a blessing, Dave Richard.
No, but this year it's been pretty good.
Yeah, no, this year it's been really good. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I knew there was a question I wanted to ask you, and I know we're almost out of time. Who is your fantasy football non-quarterback MVP this year so far?
I mean, at this point, I think I'd lean on Javonte Williams being that guy, because expectations were low, but wow, you've really beat them, and he's done great, and Dallas's offense has been great, and he's given you the most bang for your buck as far as draft goes, no question.
Where does Jonathan Taylor sit there?
I mean, Jonathan Taylor he's been awesome, but we were drafting him in round 2, maybe round 3. So people knew to expect a good year from Jonathan Taylor. Fingers crossed that things would work out. He's just had some monster games. And Javonte's had some monster games too, Dave. Just not as monstrous as Jonathan Taylor has had. So for the price you paid for Taylor, the return has been great. For the price you paid for Javonte Williams, I mean, that's like buying Netflix stock 2 decades ago or whenever it was worthless. And now it's ballooned to major mucho dollars.
No, speaking of that, you don't have to pay anything other than your own time to be able to get all the wisdom and value out of Dave Richard and his friends each and every week. Where can people find you going into Sunday?
You know the deal. We are on YouTube every day. We just wrapped on our Starter Sit Part 2 episode. So if you've got a fantasy question, you're confused about who to start or sit, we can help you answer that. We talk about every player every week, over 2 episodes on YouTube. All you do is go to youtube.com, search for Fantasy Football Today. Our page will come up. You subscribe to it, and you will get all the alerts whenever we publish a video. We will be live with a mailbag episode at 8:30 your time, Dave. So you could ask your questions live, and we will answer them for you on YouTube. Search for Fantasy Football Today.
It's not as good as seeing his pretty face, but you know what he does damn well? Voice only on the phone. It's Florida's Dave Richard joining us from CBS Sports. Have a wonderful weekend. Bad luck to your college teams, and we'll talk to you next Friday.
Dave, don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories.
Yes.
That's well done. Thank you, David. Have a good weekend. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Good luck in your leagues this week.
Thank you.
That's Dave Richards,
Perfect.
CBS Sports. We will take a break. Hey, listen, you know what I thought we'd do when we come back?
What's that?
You know what I thought we'd do? How about this? I had a Friday Fun and Games coming up a little bit later, celebrity birthdays and all that fun stuff. Greg Papa coming up in an hour and a half. Let's take a quick look at the Kings in Oklahoma City this weekend if we have time. Also, we didn't do 3 for Madness, but I have some Kings and NBA Cup questions as well. So a lot to get to. Sit back. It's a very quick break here. We'll be right back after this.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Hello, I'm Frank Conklin with Retirement Security Centers with a weekly economic update. Social Security's announced a 2.8% cost of living increase for 2026 for an average of just $56 per month. Some are concerned that we may not be using the right measure of expenses to set these increases. Some Democratic lawmakers are asking to use the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, which includes more items relevant to seniors. A $1,000 benefit indexed under the current rules from 2025 to now would be $1,601 today and $1,622 using the CPIE. The change would not add much to seniors' pockets, but could see an 11% faster spend down on Social Security Trust Fund assets. Payrolls rebounded in October with private payrolls gaining. This week also saw the Supreme Court possibly decide that the current tariffs are not legal. If the tariffs are reduced or eliminated, it could lower inflation and drive interest rates lower. How might this affect you or your family? Please go to frankontheradio.com to schedule an appointment, watch videos, and receive market updates. I'm ready to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Mosaic Wealth, member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Mosaic Wealth.
Ready to pregame for your next big arena event? Head to Beach Hut Deli, a Sacramento tradition for over 40 years where aloha is served daily. Located just steps from the arena, whether it's game day or a concert night, it's the perfect spot to gather with friends and enjoy amazing sandwiches. Planning a bigger get-together? Beach Hut Deli offers endless catering options to bring those fresh, delicious flavors to your next party or event. Beach Hut Deli. Good vibes, great food, and epic times await.
Carmichael Dave. He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say. He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Forgot to bring up, Jason, this has got to be a tough day for you, and I know some people me too. If you missed it, yesterday, Rockstar Games announced that Grand Theft Auto 6 will now release on Thursday, November 19th of next year, as opposed to previously they said it would be May 26th of next year. So a lot of people, Jason, very upset. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out 12 years ago. I mean, the video game industry is in shambles right now over this. Your thoughts?
I agree. Back to you.
Yeah.
Does it come out in 2026?
I think it does. I do. I think they kind of. I mean, dude, it's a massive game.
Because
it's insane.
Just getting backed up another couple of months, would you put it past them?
There are people that like talked about like timing pregnancy or not pregnancy. Kind of paternity or maternity leave around this game. Like, you know how some people do the thing. You've heard this before, where some guys will get the surgery in March so that they have an excuse to be out of work for March Madness. I gotta be honest, man. I own almost all of the Grand Theft Auto games. I just get them when they go on sale. I have yet to complete. I've probably spent no more than 3 to 4 hours on any of them, and it's too big. Hello, it's too big of a game. Jason, I can't. That one, the Red Dead Redemptions and all,
right.
They're just too flipping big. I know you're able to beat them, but I can't.
Yeah, light work. Didn't take long.
You'd think it'd be good on a plane, but no, it's just.
Did you watch any of the things you downloaded? No, you played video games. You played what's Royal Match?
I played Royal Match. I slept. I ate. And dude, this is so bogus. I started watching The Crown again, and I feel like I do that every time I take a trip across.
You sound like you're from London.
I know how lame that. It's like my fourth go through. This is where Queen Elizabeth got coronated, and Prince Philip, he didn't want to kneel in front of her, but he did, even though he hated it. And now Princess Anne wants to get married to Group Captain Peter Townsend, but he was divorced once, and that's not allowed to happen in the Church of England. So there's a lot of drama happening, man.
Dork.
No, I thought Church of England, like, you're 100% allowed to get divorced. That was like the whole thing.
No, you can get divorced. You just can't remarry while I think you can't get remarried while the spouse is alive or something.
What?
Which totally.
So there'll be a murder.
Well, I was going to say that totally sets some things up. But yeah, it's like you can't be married again while your spouse that you divorced is still around. At least that's how I think it was. I don't know if they still do that. But yeah.
That was like the whole King Henry VIII. He started the Church of England because he wanted to get divorced.
Hey, man, I can't speak on what your opinions are. All I know is Anne wanted to marry Peter Townsend, and she wasn't allowed to. And then that basically set her off on a life of like drinking and partying.
Do you think she would have toured with him?
Toured with Peter Townsend and the rest of the Who?
Yeah.
Was it Peter Townsend?
Yeah.
Or am I? It was.
Oh, I don't know. That's in the Who, but I didn't see The Crown.
Well, you're missing out, dude.
Am I?
Hey. Speaking of The Crown, the Sacramento Kings are in action tonight versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. So in both cases, you have Crown versus Crown. You have Crown because we're the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Crown because Oklahoma City is the defending champions.
You think Evan and Riley will be at this game?
I hope. Well, I know Evan will be.
Yeah.
It is Peter Townsend, by the way.
It's Riley's former team.
Yeah, but in that Hallmark movie you're referring to earlier, why wasn't Riley there with him looking at that note from his dad and the ornament?
I'm because she's from Seattle. She doesn't care about anybody else.
Yeah.
See, I think that Evan should be from South Sac, and a Riley-like character should be from East Sac, and there should be my parents don't want me hanging out with someone from South Sac.
Is there a South Sac versus East Sac rivalry?
No, but East Sac is like the richer part. South Sac is the, quote, blue-collar part of town.
Why do you say quote? Is it or
because is the city blue-collar? I
thought we weren't.
Yeah, well, parts of it are. I think Evan should or Riley should be from Granite Bay, and then Evan should be from Elk Grove, but not the good part of Elk Grove.
What's the bad part?
Evan needs to be from Sacramento proper.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Why? Are you saying people in the suburbs can't be as hardcore Kings fans?
They can.
When you say like they can, like
they're not from Sacramento. They're in the
Greater
county.
Sacramento area.
So Sacramento County doesn't count?
Huh?
Sacramento County people don't count?
No, if they're in the city, it counts.
No, but if you're considered Sacramento County, doesn't it count?
Can't be.
If your mayor is the Elk Grove mayor, you're not voting in the Sacramento mayoral election.
Chris, are you geographically gatekeeping?
No, I'm saying for a proper story, the person should be in Sacramento proper.
Huh.
Like,
Jason, sounds like me like he's geo gatekeeping here.
Do you feel like I'm from Sacramento proper?
Ooh. Yeah, Chris, I was born in Carmichael. What's up?
Well, I've never been to your house, so I don't know where you live. What's your address?
Let me give that out over the air. I am considered, which is weird. I mean, I feel like I'm right in the heart of the city, but I'm county.
Yeah, because there's
some weird little
You're fine.
pockets. Oh, okay.
Because there are parts of South Sacramento that are in the county, like Florence, like
You're
in the
fine.
county.
You're fine. We'll accept you.
Yeah.
So, but if somebody is born and raised in perhaps a suburb, can they be a King? They can, of course, be a diehard Kings fan, but is it that they can't reach the pinnacle of hardcore Kings faniness?
Whoa, careful saying that.
I know. Yeah, that's different across the pond. But you can't. There's a limit if you're not from actual city of Sacramento.
I think if you're not from the actual city of Sacramento, the best as a Kings fan you could be is 9.9.
Wow.
And if you're in the city of Sacramento, you could reach that 10.
Wow, that is.
We're the ones paying for the arena.
So Chris is a 10. Dave, you and I are 9.9s.
Wow, that is sit.
I'm paying for the arena.
Thank you, Chris.
We are too. We're paying with our parking. We're paying with our tickets. We're paying with the businesses around there. Take away us in the suburbs. Take away our income, and you ain't selling any of them courtside seats, pal.
Wow.
Yeah. That's where all the money is. Wow, I can't believe Chris is geo gatekeeping. All right, well, we'll recover from that.
Okay, maybe.
Sactown Sports, only for some of you.
Are you in the county? Or are you in the city?
So, I don't care about the NBA Cup again.
Why?
Man. I don't. I'll pass the same tests we always give each other, Jason. If the Kings were in the NBA Cup Finals, I'd care a little more.
Yep.
I mean, the Kings could be in the Keebler-Elf two-team tournament championship between them and the Hawks, and they get a giant gold Keebler-Elf with chocolatey filling as the prize, and I would care a little bit extra just because. But I'm not – is anyone like, oh, cup time. Here we go. It's coming. Cup time.
Well, can I take you back? Can I tell you a story?
Take me back.
We loved when our beloved Kings were winning the Summer League. That's Vegas. Like you have Summer League championship merch.
Multiple.
You would take cup merch.
I have blockchain tickets to the Davion Mitchell Championship. Yeah, why do I feel like I think you're making a really, really good point, but I also like, at least with the Summer League, I'm like, okay, that means our young players are good or something. Like I don't know. I wish there was a way. Again, we always talk about this, but in Europe with all their, FA Cups and Champions League, and all the non-league tournaments they have, that is insanity. And I just wonder, no fans are going to get into it if you pay players more. Like, you're already paying them for the regular season, right? So nobody. I don't know if you could do draft picks, but maybe you could. And maybe the players are just going to play hard because the fans are involved in it. But golly gee, if the winner of the NBA Cup got like an extra lottery pick or something, I don't know, then maybe it would matter. But then again, you'd have like the Thunder get an extra lottery pick, so that's a stupid idea. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I think if the Kings get on a roll, you're all in on the Cup.
I would be, but that's just by default. That's just like, look, if we were all at work and Chris baked a loaf of bread and I smelled it and I was like, oh, I'm hungry, I want some bread, then I'm going to be into it just because I smell bread, but that doesn't mean I'm hankering for him to make bread every day.
You needed to be in the building for that Kings-Warriors game the first year of the Cup when the Kings had to come back to win it.
Unbelievable. Malik Monk, game winner.
Do any of you feel any differently about tonight's game against the Thunder because it's a Cup game? Is there an extra?
Yeah, there's extra on it. The court, the I don't know. I just feel like the players play a little bit differently too. Dave, I want the Cup.
From the text line, 916-339-1140. Dave, I get you don't care about the NBA Cup, but the game feels different with the new court. Adds a little seasoning.
Yeah.
Do you feel that tonight's game will be slightly more seasoned?
Yeah, there's more seasoning on it.
All right, well, Cup matchup tonight.
Trying to get you into it.
Kings and Thunder. Well, yeah, hey, look, if we progress, I'll tell you this much. If the Kings were to win the NBA Cup, you know who's getting NBA Cup champions merch.
I know.
Then what we're going to have to call you.
What?
Cup bandwagon.
Oh, wow, you missed the boat on Carmichael Dave, dude.
No, I think if you were into the Cup, you would be Carmichael Dave.
And then if I get the merch, but I'm not into it, I'm Cup wagon.
Yep. And merch Michael.
I don't mind merch Michael Dave. I'm here
merch
for that.
Michael and Verlad Squad.
We'll take a break. When we return, NFL Week 10 Niners, big matchups this weekend. Monday Night Football actually matters and so much more as we barrel towards 9 a.m. with Greg Papa, the voice of the 49ers, joining us. Oh, wait, what the hell are we doing next? Oh, yeah, we're doing NFL, right? We're doing Week 10. I'm here.
Okay?
I got it. Okay, I nailed it. Do you think there will be more energy at the game tonight because it's a Cup? No? Yes? Maybe? Well, I know there will be pros playing tonight on both sides, just like American Energy Home Pros is here for all your plumbing needs. They've now added plumbing into the fold. They can do HVAC. They can do plumbing. That's air conditioning. That's furnace. That's toilets. That's your sink, your shower. Oh, is your shower clogged? Is your shower clogged? Shut up. Is your shower clogged? How about American Energy Home Pros?
No, but I wear clogs on my feet.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Home Pros. Is your furnace need help? Well, American Energy Home Pros. They can do it all from a company that's, been around since 1981. A+, Better Business Bureau. I just better eject out of this whole thing. 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. And hey, golly, let me tell you, 10% off if you are a member of the club, as I proudly am. Even if not, though, 10% off all your plumbing needs right now. 916-520-9990, AmericanEnergyAir.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you. We will get back NFL Week 10 right after this.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one.
As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Eric Church is back and bringing his unforgettable live show to Sacramento. Eric Church Free the Machine Tour with special guest Charles Wesley Godwin. Golden One Center, November 13th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. His new album, Evangeline vs. the Machine, is out now. One epic night of music that you won't want to miss. Eric Church Free the Machine Tour. Live at Golden One Center, November 13th. Get tickets now. For more, visit ericchurch.com. Produced by Messina Touring Group.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our number one priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at folsomlakehonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery. Embrace the company of family and friends and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at choosechangeca.org.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. Ooh. The Verlade squad needs to step up. Craig in Wisconsin, not happy. You know, the best thing about hearing Chris's ridiculous takes is he reinforces the idea. Why would I listen to people that I would never ask or respect their advice from? Wow, way to go, Chris. Sac County for 50 years. I put my fandom against yours every day, bro. And that was a bro with like bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need to change my mind. I'm dug in.
Let's see. Dave, are you less of a Kings fan depending on how many games you go to a year? My opinion is absolutely not.
How many Kings game will you go to this year?
I went to one last year. That was the double OT Miami game. My wife is up my butt to go to a game, so we'll go. I'll go to one.
Set the screen. Not counting playoffs.
Where will you sit?
No, wherever they got the, good price tickets.
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
Maybe maybe lower bowl, maybe upper bowl.
You have not been in the upper bowl yet.
Ever.
That is 100% not true.
For a Kings game?
He went up there for the last time you were up there was when you took a tour of the arena being built.
That is incorrect. I have been up there during a Kings game a couple of times, as a matter.
In the suite.
I consider that middle bowl. Upper level seats.
You were visiting somebody.
There. I was, in fact, visiting somebody.
They were not your seats.
They were not my seats, no.
Okay.
No. Which is why I don't go to that many games, if you're asking, because I think I would rather save those seats for people to go to.
That's nice of you.
It's because I'm a nice guy,
yeah,
Jason.
I know that.
It's because I'm a good guy. Honestly, I don't really go anywhere. It's nothing to do with that. I'm not trying to discourage anyone. This is where I get in trouble. Somebody says, why don't you win? Oh, man, go.
Will you go to more USC football games than Kings games this
year? Yeah. He's a Trojan man.
Ooh, hey, honestly, that's sometimes you guys put me in a lava pit, and you're doing that right now because I always fly JetBlue across the pond, so I have like a butt ton of points, and they just did this thing with United like last week, so now you can use your points and book with United because JetBlue like barely flies out of Sacramento anymore. So my wife and I figured out last week that like we can basically just like if we could go down to LA like every weekend if we want. I love LA. Yeah, I have a bunch of points that I never use, so I can confidently say now. When you say game, do you just mean football or do you mean all sports?
Oh,
you're going to basketball games too?
Well, she plays there.
Oh, wow.
How many? Okay, now this is set up a different question. Where will you see basketball more, Sacramento or Los Angeles?
In person?
Yes.
He loves LA.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I love LA. I'd like to plead the fifth. I will tell you this: I will watch every single second of Sacramento Kings basketball this year.
Sounds like someone that lives in Sacramento County.
Not paying for that arena.
Dude, I just don't like going to games. What's wrong with that? Isn't that okay?
No, you don't like going to Kings games.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I don't really like going to SC games either. I don't.
You never did.
I go because I feel like I should. Like I'm supposed to. You're there to support. I don't want my kid being like the one kid who's like, family isn't around.
My mommy and daddy are coming to the game. Are your mommy and daddy coming? They're not coming. Oh, no. Mommy, daddy, her mommy and daddy aren't coming.
Whatever. I don't even. No, it's not entirely not accurate. NFL Week 10, as I continue to just erode any credibility I have as a Kings fan. The Niners have the you-know-what over the Rams and Sean McVay. I'm done with my bad feelings about the Niners because every time I think they're going to lose, they win, and I love them for it. Dude, at what point is it just like this is stupid? They're missing everybody. Like, throw it all out. How the hell are they supposed to beat the Rams this weekend, dude?
Coaching the players that they do have. Their offense still has a decent amount of guys, and finding a way. They're good. They're still a good team.
I'm not saying they're not, I mean, they are a good team. They're 6-3. They're a good team, but I can't sit here and it speaks to obviously my lack of talent as a broadcaster. I can't sit here and give you like, here's why the Niners will win. Other than like you just said, Jason, like these things that you can't
But like things like eye test or whatever, like, how he gets in McVay's head all the time, Kyle Shanahan. Like I look at these teams and I go, the Rams are objectively a better team, dude. And yes, the Niners aren't terrible on offense, but you're also rolling out there with Mac Jones, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and I don't know. Who's it going to be this week?
See?
Kendrick Bourne?
Dave loves L.A. Picking the Rams.
It's so stupid. Like, I'm looking at the Rams, and I'm like, God, I know Puka Nacua has been kind of banged up lately, but he's not on the injury report this week. But this defense has to try to stop Stafford, Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. Like, that's a lot of firepower, man. Tutu Atwell is on the IR.
You went to Tutu Atwell?
Tutu Atwell is the Van. Oh, what was his
Jefferson?
name? Tutu Atwell is the Van Jefferson of Hollywood Browns. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say
Sammy
Jennings.
Watkins's. Yeah. Jason, I can't explain it, but am I wrong in the sense that I can't give you this great solid answer, but yet I'm not betting against the Niners this weekend?
Yeah, it's just such incredible knowledge they have of them, and Kyle Shanahan's done so well against them in the past, even when the Rams have been what many would consider the better team. And in this case, they're healthier. I don't know who's the better team, to be honest. I think this is a pretty even matchup. But look, the Rams beat them before. The Niners beat them before when they were way more banged up than even this week. So I don't know. I like the way they compete every week. They're pretty resilient bunch.
They are a pretty resilient bunch. We'll take a break halfway through Friday. The text line and the chat line just having a blast. Dave's never slapped the rafters of the Golden One Center. That is not true. I absolutely have. And I think didn't we all sign a beam or something?
Yeah, I don't know where that is. Somewhere.
Where the hell is that signed beam, Jason?
Yeah.
Dave's been to more Republic games than Golden One Center. It's pretty close. Pretty close. And Dave gets free popcorn. That is 100% not true. And I guarantee you there's probably somebody listening to this show right now that I've had a conversation with in the popcorn line. Every single time I buy my popcorn, butter it up. I know they have popcorn in the media room. It's not as good. It's not as good. It's not the same. There's no butter. Yes, they have popcorn in the lounges that Chris always goes to. Not as good. Not the same.
I would say the price of popcorn at Golden One, they're practically giving it away.
It's not a terrible price because you get free refills, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing a WAD thing.
That's the best thing to get at the game.
Well, Chris, I flinch when you say stuff like because you're going to be like, yeah, they're practically giving it away, much like they gave away the game the other night and they're terrible and should have moved to Seattle. You know, like I don't know what you're setting
I'm a Kings
up
fan.
for.
I don't root for them to lose.
He lives in the city.
Living in the city. We'll take a break. When we come back, second half of the program, Kings, Thunder, tonight, NBA Cup game. This time, it's for real. We'll talk about that. We'll take your phone calls. We'll talk about the team. I've got questions for you. Jason's got questions for you. The Cordelia Cup champion, Jason Ross, greater than sign NBA Cup champion, right here on Sactown Sports.
Live and local.
With everything 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! San Francisco! Lob ball. George went up and caught
the ball. Touchdown! The 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Veterans Day is a moment where we express gratitude towards the folks who have served on our behalf, our veterans. And Navy Federal Credit Union celebrates veterans of all branches and their families on Veterans Day and every day of the year. They serve over 2 million veterans, and as a veteran, you can become a member and access exclusive rates, discounts, and financial tools for the whole family. Become a member at NavyFederal.org/veterans. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options. Heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Hammer time thrown down by the league.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports, 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text.
Code word?
Excuse me.
Hello.
Yeah, it is, and it's not just an ordinary code word, because today we're going to be having giveaways all day about this code word, and the code word is for, how about this, because you love LA, Dave, you can win a pair of tickets to see number 3 UCLA take on number 6 Oklahoma at Golden One Center. That's coming up this Monday, November 10th. Tip-off is at 7:30. We'll have code words at the top of the hour from 8 to 5 for your chance to win. Everyone who wins qualifies to sit, wait, what? Courtside for the game.
No.
That's what it says. We were talking about being in the upper deck or the lower bowl. Like, no, courtside if you win. So this game, of course, is coming up Monday. Let's give you the code word here at 8 o'clock. The code word at 916-339-1140 is NCAA. NCAA.
Ooh. Courtside.
Courtside.
You might be rubbing elbows with Christopher Laud.
Maybe.
Rumor has it, by the way, you might rub elbows with Katie Christensen.
Maybe.
Now all of a sudden, now MC's spamming.
Hey, Cal.
Our text line. By the way, speaking of Katie Christensen, she used to play for UCLA Bruins women's head basketball coach, Corey Close.
Yeah.
Funny enough, maybe we'll get a Katie story. 9:30 a.m. on Monday. Coach Close is going to join us.
Nice.
Ahead of the big game next week. So that's neat.
That's very neat. We'll have another code word coming up at 9.
And notice, by the way, no snide remarks, no wringing of the hands, because it's UCLA from me, which proves
you love LA.
No love LA. No USC nothings. So thank you. Although, I mean, what are their bands going to sound? They're great value band or whatever they are. But I'm here for band on band trash talk, Jason. I'll do that all day. Let's go. You want to match bands?
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
They never played with Fleetwood Mac.
That you know of.
Or Fleetwood. That I know. Before we get into everything, I saw this thing from our friend of the show, Chris Mannix. DAZN Boxing is introducing the Ultimate Plan. 185 plus fight nights, 12 plus pay-per-view events, all in one subscription. So we can see where this is going. All for the, Jason, you want to take a guess as to what is the monthly charge for this?
$24.99.
Chris, have you seen this?
No.
What do you want to take a guess?
Well, I know it used to be $19.99, so the way you're talking, I'm guessing it's going up. So I'm gonna say $29.99.
$44.99 a month will get you.
Oh man, I'm out of cash.
Which is more than the ESPN one where you get all the UFCs.
I thought they were going to Paramount.
Or that, yeah, you know what I'm saying though. Well, maybe you don't know what I'm saying because I was saying it wrong, but you get the point that I had in my head. I honestly, you know what I'm going to do? Maybe I'll do this on the plane Sunday. I'm going to do something of which I should not do. And I would invite everybody to join with me on this. I'm going to total up my television subscriptions, which ones I have, how much they are, to come up with what it all started when I was like, I'm cutting the cord. YouTube TV, $40 a month. Let's go. And now YouTube TV is like $90 a month or something. And then there's HBO Max. There's Paramount, Peacock, Disney, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Deportes, ESPN The Ocho. And then like all the, I honestly bet it's more than I probably ever paid for DirecTV or Comcast, or at least in that ballpark. And then I love the idea of, hey, wow, 12 pay-per-views a year that you get for $45 for the month, and all. It's always nice to have stuff to watch. But are we barreling towards, like, could we just have somebody come up with like the ultimate pass where it's like, for $200 a month, I don't know what the price point would be, but for $200 a month, you get it all, baby.
Yeah, I have it. It's called cable, what it used to be. I mean, what are we doing?
But what I'm saying is like, you get HBO, you get Cinemax, you get Showtime, you get History Channel, you get this DAZN thing, you get ESPN, you get the UFCs and Paramount and Peacock, and you get it all. And maybe like if you're a central entity doing this, like you get volume discounts so you can offer a better price. Hell, screw it. You get all the pay-per-view movies. You can get all the adult films. Who cares? Everything. Nothing is sacred. You pay whatever a month and you get it all. Like there's got to be some business model where that makes sense. And then people can just say, okay, so I don't have to pay for anything else. Like I get everything. Because doesn't ESPN right now have this fight with YouTube TV going on where you can't watch much? Yeah, so that's happening. You can't watch Monday Night Football and ESPN stuff. It's like
I was reading Monday Night Football took a 20% drop in the ratings from last year.
From YouTube?
Yeah.
Where is that?
You guys are both YouTubers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you were just asking?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I didn't switch. I mean,
the
we're still, the traditional, I guess, cable. But I mean, you have to get the other stuff too, just like you do.
But let me ask you this though. So one of the original reasons, other than price, I switched is I love the idea of being able to take an Amazon Fire Stick or a Roku stick or whatever, and I've got everything on. I can plug it in wherever. I can put it on any TV, outside, inside, upstairs, downstairs. I can go on vacation. When I was in Montana, I was watching all my YouTube TV channels.
Mm-hmm.
Does cable or DirecTV, do they have that now? I mean, I'm honestly asking.
No, well, I don't. I'm the worst one to ask about that, whether they do, but I have a Fire Stick as well. Like if we did the same thing, like when we did a RV trip this summer, we rented the RV and we took the little Fire Stick and was able to watch stuff.
Could you watch but what about like your local channels or like Kings games, for example?
No, it was. I mean, it was the summertime, so no. But it was getting Peacock or Prime or whatever, the stuff that you have to pay for. But it was on there.
Can you watch it on your phone?
Yeah.
So you there's like a Comcast app and you can watch it on or Xfinity or whatever.
Yeah, Xfinity, yeah.
Okay. Suspect. It's just, we're all kids in the marriage. Just mommy and daddy keep fighting. We're just caught in the middle, just handing out our money. Just please, can we just watch the ball game?
Yeah. Which house are going to be out this weekend?
Right. Exactly. Where do I go? What do I pack?
What did I forget?
Kings Thunder tonight. We talked a little bit about this. It is a cup game. Jason, what about this? I was thinking about it since we did kind of talk about it earlier. Like what could they do in the cup to make it more interesting, to make you care more? What about this? Because I know the problem here is that it also counts simultaneously as a regular season game.
Yeah.
What if they went with like FIBA or international rules? Something where they made it more of just a slightly different feel, like the same things that they already changed the courts. So you could absolutely do that. Maybe some of the dimensions changed a little bit just to tweak it a little, or they developed the Elam ending or something to make these a little different. Yeah,
I could tell you that, when I went to the broadcast meetings, I told you some of the takeaways from that this year, where I felt like, wow, it feels like for the league that expansion here, like Vegas, Seattle, it's not gone. It's just not as front burner as maybe it had been. Whereas like NBA Europe or some sort of European league is really, I think, where they feel their true growth is. And so if that's the road they're going, it was kind of mentioned about the Cup, is that where some of those teams could then be introduced? And so then all of a sudden it's the Cup, it's the Kings or the Bucks or the Pacers, all the regular teams, but maybe the best teams in Europe are introduced. I don't know. I could see how, as this goes and grows, maybe that's incorporated in the regular season.
I hear you, and I think the way this idea that NBA teams as they stand right now could play European teams on a semi-regular basis, I think is dumb. Like, you're not, if it was always the Knicks or the Celtics versus whatever England team or stupid Greek, Spanish, whatever Europe thing they had going, like, okay, but you're not having the Lakers or the Kings or whomever. Like, trust me, that's a crappy flight, dude, especially when you're, they talk about like, oh, the jet lag from flying to Orlando, dude, it's a whole different ballgame. So I don't know how that would work, but if they were able to, let's say you had the NBA Cup and you had the ENBA Cup or whatever they're going to call it over in Europe, and then you got down to like the final four from each side, and then in the middle of the year you had a 8-team tournament that rotated between America and Europe, Ryder Cup style, like other sports have proven, whether it's the Ryder Cup in golf or Olympics or other examples I can't think of right now, they've proven that when you lasso the patriotism and the my country versus your country thing, that's fine. The problem, though, is that these aren't national teams playing. Like, it's so you're going to have the NBA Cup and the Euro Cup, and you're going to have NBA teams playing Euro teams, but you would think the bulk of the good Euro players are playing in the NBA.
Right.
So then then you'd have to do something where you go, okay, well, instead of NBA teams playing in this cup, you've got national teams playing in this cup. The USA national team, the Serbians, the whatever. I just don't know what else you can do.
I don't know if it's one of those things that takes time too. I mean, this is year 3. So if we're 10 years down the line, there's a little more history. I don't know. I think the most difficult part for it is we have put all of our energy and effort into winning the championship. So, so anything less than that, which this would be deemed less than that, even though it seems to have meant a lot to the players so far. I don't know if we can get the fans all the way there. Now, I will say this, the very first year, I thought that was very interesting. Chris was talking about that game at Golden One Center where the Kings and Warriors were playing. And if I remember right, I think it was Kings, Warriors, and maybe like the Timberwolves all had a chance to come out of their group. And it was something like, Dave, if the Warriors had to win by like 12 points or more. I mean, there was some really unique kind of scoring that they needed. And what I remember is the game did go ultimately, I think, to overtime. Or no, it could have gone to overtime. And maybe that would have been the best thing for the Warriors because that was going to be the only way they had a chance was maybe to get it to overtime and then try to win by 13 points, which would be really difficult to do. But the way their game was going in regulation, it was definitely going to be within 2 possessions. And so you're going, well, the Warriors are going to be eliminated here. So it was just a weird and different philosophy and strategy than we get on a regular night-to-night basis.
I have an idea I want to run by you.
Okay.
I think I might have figured it out. This would at least make it kind of more interesting. So let's say that every winning team, the champion team, they get, I don't know what it would be, 14 or something like 30 million, right? So what I'm trying to say is like every coach and every player gets $1 million, right?
All right.
So
which is what it is now, right?
I think that's what it is. Yeah. So let's call it 900 grand because they're all going to take 100 grand and put it in a pool and split it amongst like the rank and file people with, the equipment managers and the people in the sales office, like, everybody in the franchise shares in something, right? But let's just narrow that down just for fun. Let's just say it's $1 million each for the 14 players. Okay. What if the NBA Cup final game, I'm like 26% serious about this. What if the NBA Cup final game finished, the buzzer sounded, you did your interviews, and then you settled in for the NBA Cup prize distribution show brought to you by Montgomery Wards or whoever, and you did it old school Wheel of Fortune style?
Where we all get to see what they want to buy.
100%. So they have to spend all of their winnings on stuff right when it ends. And so you see how, like, just like an old school Wheel of Fortune at kids back in the day, if Jason won $3,500 by solving the puzzle, Pat Sajak would instantly take him to they put a little square picture of Jason in the corner while the camera and the music, like it all spun to like the shopping spree now that you had to spend that 35. Hey, here's a 8-track cassette stereo for your home. And they jack up the retail price $800. And here's a car. But you do this for real. And
Wait,
you've got
what are you talking about?
You didn't see that?
So whatever you won, you had to spend it on. You couldn't keep the money.
Correct.
Yes.
So literally, whatever your prize, it was like, you were shopping. Like the prizes were all there, and you had to pick from the showroom.
Oh, that's okay.
And Dave, what was that? 80s probably at one point.
Oh,
it had to be.
I think it was 80s. it was 80s and before that you would do this. And oh God, if I was there, I'm sure they call it the Shoppers Bazaar. Well, no, never mind. That was a different show they do. But yeah, I think it went all the way up till the late 80s, and you would instantly go shopping, and they would show you all these prizes and the prices for them and all that fun stuff. And then you'd buy it, and then, I don't know, they'd ship it all to you or something.
Or you took it home. I don't know, because it was there.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, Chris, it wasn't like you got the cash, dude. You went on a shopping spree. But how amazing would it be to be like, all right, okay, Chet Holmgren, it's your turn. You've got $1 million to spend. You got the little counter in the top right with his little picture.
Yep, and he's buying a Vespa.
100%. Like, dude, you could go in. You have 4 weekends on a 80-foot yacht off of the Amalfi Coast, or you make them like cool, like you could have this. Who's a good designer? Gucci wardrobe, 120,000, or here's a Ferrari or whatever it is, and they have to spend all their money there, and anything left over, like if you had like $5,000, which is way too cheap. Nothing's going to be $5,000 that they're selling on the NBA Cup spree, and then that goes to charity.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be a blast. That would actually make, if we could see where it goes.
But would they have unlimited? So like, we're giving it to the Thunder here. So if Chet Holmgren wants, there's one item and SGA wants it. Like, what if Chet got it first, or they're like 12 of those, so everybody could get that if they want it?
Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga.
It's a great point. Oh, here you go. NBA Cup ends. The Oklahoma City Thunder world
snake draft.
Let's just use the Kings. Let's just do the Kings. You could do a snake draft. Actually,
or white elephant.
Exactly what you go in order of points for the entire tournament. So if Shai Gilgeous had the most points, let's say, right?
Yeah.
He goes first. He gets to make his purchase, and then it goes all the way down. So yes, that's even better. You have the entire team sitting in a row. They're all yelling and screaming at each other. Maybe they're making side deals like, dude, I'll give you $20,000 if you leave the Vespa alone. And then they're haggling. They're going back and forth. And then that's a good, with commercials, that's like an hour and a half.
That's pretty good television, hosted by Ryan Seacrest.
Honest to God. Hosted by is Chuck Woolery still with us?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's just say he's not. Okay, yeah, probably Ryan Seacrest. Yeah. From the 408, you're basically describing the movie Brewster's Millions. No. Brewster's Millions is different. He had to spend $30 million to win $300 million. He couldn't tell anybody why.
Inherit.
Almost a year ago, we lost Chuck.
Did we really?
He was 83.
I mean, I'm not saying he didn't. Yeah. Wow. Chuck Woolery. Mount Hostmore? Game show edition? Trebek, obviously. Sajak, obviously. All right, so we got 2.
Bob Barker.
Figure out 2.
Yeah, Bob Barker.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Richard Dawson.
Oh. Richard Dawson. Okay,
Regis
Richard
Philbin.
Dawson.
What, for Millionaire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wink Martindale?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Wait, hang on. Bob Eubanks?
Bob Eubanks. Oh, wow.
Drew's uncle.
Bob Eubanks. That might be it.
But Wink Martindale's a great name.
Bob. Yeah, I think that's it, right? I don't think Chuck makes the list.
Unfortunately.
Trebek, Sajak, and then 2 other guys we just said that I can't remember. 100%. Anyways, Kings Thunder tonight.
Let's go.
Zach LaVine should be good to go. Sabby is still questionable. Keegan is out. Jalen Williams will not play for the Thunder tonight. Jalen Williams, however, will play.
Wait, what?
Jalen Williams is out. He's been out all season.
Good.
But Jalen
Okay, well,
Williams
that's
will
going to
still
help.
play.
Wait.
And who's the other one? Is it Alan Wiggins is not playing tonight? Aaron Wiggins? Alan Wiggins. Was he a Rocket or a baseball player?
Baseball player.
That's right. But the other one, he's playing, or he's not playing. Other than that, sounds like the Thunder will be, I don't know, man. If the Kings keep this one close or for some reason win, like, dude, that's the big super bloaty. It's good for them.
Yeah, go for it. Because again, they play them another time next week.
And the Thunder suffered their first loss to Portland in their last game, so they're going to be anger. Plus, they're both rested. So you know what though? Screw it, because you know what the Thunder don't have here? The crowd.
Yeah.
Win the crowd, win your freedom. That's what.
What about Gene Rayburn?
I think Gene Rayburn goes on whatever is on the base of Mount Rushmore. Like, the people don't realize, but there's actually 4 more presidents carved into the base of Mount Rushmore, but it's like much smaller and you can't see them unless you're there.
What are they, the toes?
They are that kind of like, they're just there right by the motel and the roller coaster. Then it's like Rayburn, Martindale, Philbin, and Woolery.
Alan, was it Lund? Lund?
Alan Ladd?
Yeah. Bert Convey?
Ooh, Bert Convey's a great one. But again, not
Peter Tamarkin?
Tamarkin sounds like, I don't know, a Tamarkin sounds like something you'd find in Urban Dictionary. Does he have a Tamarkin? We'll take a break. When we come back, it's Friday, guys. Sorry about this. When we come back, 4 down territory, lock of the week, upset of the week. Where do you want to be this weekend in the NFL and in college football? We'll do all that right after this tomorrow.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
on Sactown Sports 1140.
The Sactown Sports 49ers Report is brought to you by Kia of Vacaville, located beside the Vacaville outlets. 49ers get a win in New York, 34-24. Christian McCaffrey had another big game, 106 yards rushing. Mac Jones, also a big game. He threw for 235 yards and a couple of touchdowns in the victory. San Francisco with the win improves to 6-3. Upcoming, it's a huge game for the Niners on Sunday. They take on first place LA. Catch the game right here on Sactown Sports 1140, beginning at noon on Sunday.
Football season is here at Kia of Vacaville. You can score big in a new 2025 Kia Niro LX with up to 53 MPG combined at Kia of Vacaville. Perfect for road trips, tailgates, and cruising to Levi Stadium in style and comfort. But don't wait. Inventory is limited at Kia of Vacaville, and these deals won't last long. Visit KiaVacaville.com or stop by right next to the Vacaville outlets for friendly service, easy shopping, and unbeatable value. All in one stop. Kia of Vacaville, where the adventure begins.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Ready to pregame for your next big arena event? Head to Beach Hut Deli, a Sacramento tradition for over 40 years where aloha is served daily. Located just steps from the arena, whether it's game day or a concert night, it's the perfect spot to gather with friends and enjoy amazing sandwiches. Planning a bigger get-together? Beach Hut Deli offers endless catering options to bring those fresh, delicious flavors to your next party or event. Beach Hut Deli. Good vibes, great food, and epic times await.
David, are you here? Can you hear me?
Apparently not.
What are you talking about? I've been here.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
Ready to go. Friday. Or out territory. Wait. Question 1.
What is your lock of the week in the NFL? Lock.
Oh, baby. Stone cold lock of the week. You know, Jason, I went back and looked. Neither of us have missed our lock all week.
All week?
Yeah. Undefeated. Undefeated. Oh, gosh. You know, it's we never want to do the obvious. Boy, there's some great matchups this week. There's a lot of, wow, Browns, Jets, Saints, Panthers, Jags, Texans, Cardinals, Seahawks, Lions, Commanders. My goodness. I mean, Steelers, Chargers Sunday and Eagles, Packers Monday. That's pretty good. Rams, Niners is good. And then the game of the week, Pats, Bucks. Who'd have thunk that? I'll take my lock on the road, please. Thank you. The Buffalo Bills going on the road, taking on the Dolphins. Look, man, if the Dolphins win this one, I don't know what to tell you. I give up. Got to be the lock.
Yeah, I'm going to go with, how about the team that's at home? You took a road team. I'm going to take a home team. I'm going to take the Panthers. They get a nice point spread, 5.5 on the Saints. Saints still starting a rookie QB. Panthers, a nice surprise story at 5-4, good at home. Give me the Panthers. Lock of the week. Lock it up.
All right. Second down then.
What is your upset of the week in the NFL?
This is tough, man. It really is. There's nothing that jumps out. There really isn't. I feel like the Niners over the Rams isn't really an upset.
4.5 point dogs.
I know. Packers over the Eagles or Eagles over the... Either one of those isn't an upset. Dude, give me the Jets over the Browns.
Yeah.
I'm taking a road lock and I'm taking a home upset. Yeah, okay, I guess. In the Poo-Poo Bowl, Jets over Browns.
You love New York.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
I am going to take, and I think this is one of the better games of the week. It's taken me a long time to kind of fully be convinced on them, but I'm going for it. They're undefeated on the road. I think they're going to stay that way. Give me the Patriots as an upset of the week, going to Tampa, riding out on the pirate ship and leaving out of there.
Leaving out of there. Boom, boom. Are you going to pull the cannon?
Fire away.
Fire away. Pat Benatar, baby. All right, third down.
What game would you most like to attend this week in the NFL?
You know, give me a nice, chilly November Monday night game at Lambeau Field. Maybe not the frozen tundra, but the chilly tundra as they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a great game. And also, come on, man, Green Bay on Monday Night Football in the late fall. I'm here. Jason, I'm here for it. Let's go.
I thought you would have wanted to go to Berlin to watch the Colts and the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm good on flying over the ocean thing.
I guess you've done that enough.
I mean, I can understand your thought process. Trust me. But no, I'd rather go someplace. I'd rather go to nice, warm Green Bay.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking the same idea as you as far as the cooler temps, but I need to be indoors. I'm fair weather, literally. Let's do the Vikings and the Ravens. I think that might be fun. It's a weird game. Have they ever played? I know they have. I can't remember a Vikings-Ravens game, though. Let's go. Let's see something unique. Let's go into U.S. Bank Stadium where they're wild and raucous. Yeah, let's do it. Vikings and Ravens in my random game I'll go to this week.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fourth down.
What game in college would you most like to attend this week?
Okay, so I'm actually going to tie these together. Plus, I think look, let's just knock it out. There are some you said this weekend, so I'm just going to choose to not count USC hosting Northwestern. Plus, who really? I mean, it's a decent game, 5-3 versus 6-2, but whatever. I'm tempted, Jason. I'm tempted. LSU, Alabama, just because you and I always tend to default towards great atmosphere.
Yep.
You know, SEC has it. I'm going to make it easy on myself, though. So what I'm going to do is when I hit Lambeau Field, I'm not going to fly in. I'm going to drive in because I'm going to drive and arrive in where the hell is it? Green Bay, Wisconsin. But I'm driving there. I think it's about 2 hours from South Bend, Indiana. Now, you may say, Dave, why would you go to Navy Notre Dame?
Dave, why would you go to Navy Notre Dame?
Thank you. Well, Navy's 7-1, Notre Dame 6-2. That's number one. Number two, just like Lambeau Field, the Midwest in late fall just smells of football. College football, Notre Dame, South Bend, and they're taking on Navy. And remember, I said this last week. You're talking about two schools where the players actually have to, study and do things. There's going to be so much pageantry. The crowd's going to be crazy. Brown leaves will be falling everywhere. Rudy's probably going to be there at some point. Not Huxtable, the other one. Like, there's so much going on there. I think that's going to be the most college football-y college game all weekend.
All right, I'm going to go with another offshoot here, a little different one. I'm going to Iowa. It's got two top 20 teams, number 20 Iowa, number 9 Oregon, and part of it is just the contrast in styles and being in Iowa where they're just going to go nuts and hope they pull off the upset, and Oregon will have their team speed. I think it'll just be a unique game, unique situation, maybe okay weather. Let's do it. Let's go there.
You know what, Jason? One of these days we should just do it. We should just
go.
Well, you got to go. You're going to, where are you going? Portland or Idaho or something?
Yeah, Portland.
Portland, the Vikings.
The Vikings of Portland State versus your Stingers up, Sacramento State Hornets.
Hey, nice job, Mike Bibby and friends.
Yeah.
They
played tonight, too.
That was a too close for comfort game.
Early on, and then they got comfortable. So, yeah, 1-0, won his debut.
They got very comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, they laid down and put the little eye mask on, and they blew that other team out. How about that?
Well, let's see if they can do it again tonight.
the guy from Double Dare is not on our Mount Host more.
Oh, wait.
Mark, what's his face?
Summers.
Yeah, Mark Summers. Well, he did that, and
Yeah.
he did What Would You Do?
What would you do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that changes it. No, I think he might go on the sub one with Woolery, Martindale, Richard Dawson.
I would say that Mark Summers, I don't know who your last guy is.
Richard Dawson, Family Feud?
No. What was the last one in your Rushmore?
Wink Martindale?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
How about Dick Clark? Pyramid.
Ooh. Did he do Password as well?
He might have.
See, Chris doesn't remember Wink Martindale because he doesn't remember Tic Tac Dough.
Yeah.
See, Mark Summers did Double Dare, Family Double Dare, and What Would You Do?
I mean, what would you do? Whatever. But Double Dare was fantastic.
Steve Harvey?
Physical. Steve's done it long enough to where I think I just don't think of Steve as a comedian though. But you're right, he's done it long enough.
You mean as a game show host?
Or game show host, sorry. I will say Family Feud clips of Steve Harvey reacting to terrible answers are actually consistently very, very funny.
No, but those questions they ask are like, geez, guys, come on.
How about I had to look him up. Jim Perry. Do you know who Jim Perry is by chance, Dave?
Yeah.
He was in The Mask, Ace Ventura.
He played defense for the 85 Bears.
He hosted Card Sharks.
Oh. Wait. Who hosted Let's Make a Deal? Whammy.
Peter Tamarkin.
That was the guy that wait. What was the name of that show?
Pressure Luck.
Peter Tamarkin hosted Pressure Luck?
Yeah. And now it's Elizabeth Banks.
That's not the name. I don't remember Peter Tamarkin.
When you said you thought it was Urban Dictionary, but that's a real person, real name.
Chris is really right about the Family Feud. They do set that up. Like, name something you'd put on your wife. And of course you're setting that up for something. Richard Dawson never did that. He just creepily kissed all the contestants on the lips.
Every one of them.
Every woman on that show, he laid a smoochel on. For a while. On the lips, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of on the lips, we'll take a break. What? When we come back, what's hot? What's not? And Jason, why don't we do a celebrity pick 6? I'm excited. I have no idea, once again, who it's going to be. You've knocked it out of the park each and every week. Who will be our celebrity pick six picker? You know what I mean. We'll do it next.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
on Sactown Sports 1140.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember,
For the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Sacramento, the stages are heating up, and Sactown Sports has your tickets to the biggest live shows coming your way. Kick things off with hometown favorite Tyler Rich, bringing that California country sound to Ace of Spades on November 22nd. Then crank it up with Spike and the Gimme Gimmes, the punk rock supergroup that knows how to throw a party, November 29th, also at Ace of Spades. Need a laugh? Don't miss comedy legend Mike Epps, live December 5th at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. He's guaranteed to have you rolling. And keep the music going with rising country star Larry Fleet, December 6th at Ace of Spades. Smooth vocals, killer songs, and all the good vibes. Then mark your calendar for Brooks and Dunn, April 25th, 2026 at the Nugget Casino Resort in Reno. It's going to be neon lights, boots, and big hits. Catch all the action on the Sactown Sports live events calendar at SactownSports.com and keep your weekend's game time ready.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Hey, Chris.
What's that?
Who's hot?
Oh, I will tell you who's hot. The Denver Broncos.
Kind of.
They beat the Raiders last night,
I
10
guess.
to 7. And with that win, they became the first team in the NFL to 8 wins, and they are first place in the AFC West.
How about that? So they have gone hot. Remember, they were struggling, but their defense has been dominant. Bo Nix has been good, though he wasn't that great last night. So he is hot.
The Broncos.
I mean, they are hot. Dave?
Who's not?
Yeah.
Who's not?
I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to give you guys the stats.
Okay.
And then you'll say who's hot, who's not. Only 2 times in the last 40 years has an NFL team had a game with 10 or more penalties than points, more penalties than first downs, an entire quarter without a first down, under 100 yards rushing, under 150 yards net passing, and missed a field goal.
I think I know.
Who is it?
I think I know too. Let me ask for a hint. Did they play last night?
They did.
Oh, then
did they
I
lose
did not
last
know.
night?
They played last night.
Yeah. The Raiders?
The Raiders. So that was one of the teams in the last 40 years. Can you guys think of the second team that's done that?
The Denver Broncos.
The Raiders.
Denver Broncos last night.
In the same game.
Dang it.
Wow.
Well, we had a 100% chance of being right on the first one, Jason.
You're right.
That game was so lame, dude.
It was
Touchdown in the
awful.
first quarter, Raiders. Touchdown in the second quarter, Broncos. Field goal in the third quarter, Broncos. Nothing in the fourth quarter, and ball game.
Yep. Well, Dave, it's that time for our Celebrity Pick 6. We've had the G-Man. We've had Mike Bibby. We've had Bobby Jackson, Greg Vaughn, Jerry Reynolds, Pat and Cody from down the hall, Henry Turner last week from the Athletics, Zach Geloff. But this week, our Celebrity Picker, you actually referenced earlier in the show. So let's bring him in, the one, the only, Brad Miller. Welcome in. Brad Miller is our Celebrity Picker this week.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
I was saying earlier, Brad, just so you know the reference, that when we played golf a couple weeks ago, you were showing me your shafts and your grips.
Hello.
And,
Easy on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello. And it was life-changing, and I had put my hands around your grip, and it felt normal. So I still have, you were sweet enough to give me a couple of sample grips out of your car that I have in my trunk that I need to grip on my own shaft when we get back so that I can.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Take care of your own shaft, not mine. Don't worry about mine.
Jason, take it away.
Well, first off, we got to ask Brad. I see he's rocking the Stingers up, the Sacramento State hat. I saw you at the behind the bench the other night. You guys won your debut. How's it like kind of helping out and being around the program with Mike Bibby?
It's been amazing. The basketball IQ that me and him played together pretty much translates into, he's on the coach and, I get advised, which means I just kind of watch and can go up and tell him things I see. And, there's a lot of times I get ready to go tell him something and he goes and does it, says the same thing to the players, what I was thinking. So it's been a great, obviously the staff he's built. I've known little Michael Bibby since he was young, chasing him around with the duck at the practice facility after hunting one time. So, there's a lot of long relationships too. And obviously the philosophy and trying to build a program all together and just helping out. It's been awesome.
You're kind of loving it.
I have a two-part follow-up. Number one, did you get those glasses specifically to match the hat? And number two, do you need them, or are they those flex glasses where they're just for the fashion?
Oh, there's a combination to it. It's green because of Stingers, but yes, my old butt does need some readers to be able to read at this point from a distance or see stuff. So they are functional, not required, but they are functional. And yes, I did get the green to go with Stingers up, though.
There you go.
Look at that.
I like it. You guys play tonight. What is it? William Jessup tonight?
Yep, tonight. So 7:00 and hopefully be sold out again.
Yeah, that was cool. How was the new facility? Brand new pavilion there.
It's nice. I mean, to go from the coziness of barely 1,000 to kind of get the feel of a bigger gym, and obviously the guys responded well to it. The first game out there, shot the ball well, which is always good to know. So, looking forward to tonight's game.
Awesome. All right, Brad. Well, here we go. We're going to give you 6 games. There's no point spread. These are NFL games. You're our celebrity picker this week. All you have to do is pick the winners. Just so you know, Mike Bibby did this in week 2. He went 3-3. So you at least got to beat Mike or your former teammate Bobby Jackson, who went 2-4. So we got to get you.
Geez.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see how you do here. All right. So first game, Brad, winner. All you need is the winner here. Browns at the Jets. Terrible game.
Terrible if you're a Jets fan. I'm going to go with the Browns there.
Okay. Who's your football team, by the way, Brad?
The Bears.
Oh, okay.
Not bad this year. It's just been a long years of mediocrity and not very good, but better this year.
All right, let's go with Jaguars at the Texans.
I think this was the toss-up one. You got the young guy. You got C.J. Stroud at home. I think I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
All right, the Jags it is. Next up, Brad, this is a good one. Sneaky good game. Patriots at the Buccaneers.
I'm married into the Bills Mafia, so that means I got to take the Buccaneers because we don't cheer for the Patriots.
That makes sense. Have you been to a Bills game?
Oh, yeah. We went last year to the Bills-Niner, that snowball game set right on row 1 in the end zone, and it was pretty epic.
Okay.
Brad, was anybody drinking beer at that game?
I want to say everybody.
Game 4, let's see. Ravens at the Vikings.
I mean, you got the old classic MVP against J.J. McCarthy coming back. But I'm going to go with Ravens. They could still win their division no matter how bad they started, and they got some tough players. So going Ravens on the road.
All right, Brad. Next up, Rams at the 49ers.
Well, my wife was a gold duster for the 49ers. Gold dust. Gold dust cheerleaders. So, but, I really think I'm going to go with the Rams just because, They're playing better, and, with Purdy coming back, you never know how it goes that first game.
All right, and the last one for you, Steelers at Chargers.
I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan. He's coming back to Cali, but we're going Chargers with Harbaugh.
There you go. All right, Dave, how do you think Brad did right there?
You know what? I smell a new leader. I actually pretty much agreed with all his picks. Oh
gosh, that's not good. Man.
Yeah, you're screwed now. Hey, before we go, because someone's asking on the text line here, Brad Miller joining us, or as I call him, Golf Jesus, rolling out on a cold day in shorts and making it happen. You and I've played a few. How would you, Brad? How would you describe my golf game? Would you say it's PGA Tour like, natural ability? How would you lay out after playing a round with a round together a couple weeks ago?
A hopeless cause. Better in a scramble probably than playing a zone ball. We didn't really get too many shots, so that I remember. I mean, I know I birdied the first hole by myself, and I can't really remember what you contributed that day on the course, my back was sore. I was doing a lot of the carrying the heavy weight, but I don't remember what's your golf game. I heard stories that you said you did good, but I didn't see it in person.
He did birdie. Dude, he comes out and lays out like a 285, 290 off the tee.
Come on.
It was stupid. It just right down the middle. Birdie's the first hole. I'm not going to say it was downhill from there, but I was having an off day.
I mean, I couldn't birdie them all by myself. I'm not that good of a golfer.
Hey, but we had fun, right? That's all that matters.
Oh, yeah. Yep, beat the rain, did it for a good cause, and it was a great time. And you got to put that grip on instead of wearing those double gloves.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brad.
You crap over the double gloves, Jason. But that was for the grip.
I don't know.
Yeah, but now I gave you the bigger grip for your little shaft.
And on that note, the great and wonderful Golf Jesus, Brad Miller, joining us. Brad, you're the best, my man. Good luck. Stingers up. Have fun out there.
All right, let's go. Stingers up tonight. Let's go.
There you go. Thanks, Brad.
Hey, brother. All right. How the hell do you follow that?
Oh, my goodness. He was pretty spot on about your game, though.
I was having a bad day.
Better in a scramble.
The sad thing is he actually nailed that. I'm not entirely happy.
The other thing, too, we were saying this yesterday, Dave, at the Cordelia Cup, like just when everybody was teeing off, just the little golf code words that happen. So, like, especially on the first tee box where everybody's watching everybody, it's like, hey, that'll play or that'll work. It's like, it wasn't very good. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we'll find it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Or it's, if it's a great one, we all know it's a great one. But if it's like less than, it's like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's all right. You got a partner. It's like, okay.
It could be worse.
Yep.
Did you try your best?
Did you have fun? Did you wear two gloves?
Right. I'm getting a bunch of crap, and I always do about this two gloves.
You should.
That just makes sense to me. The point of gloves is for grip. So if you're going to wear one, why not? Let me ask everybody this. What is the downside? What is the negative of wearing two gloves?
Well, I will tell you this. Between you and I, if we went out and played, the total for the show would be two gloves. So I don't know. I don't wear a glove.
You don't wear any gloves?
No.
You're raw dogging golf?
You know
Dude.
it.
He's the Moises Alou of the Sacramento team.
Chris has got it right. Before every round, that's how I start.
More like moistest to Lou because of all that sweat.
Never let him see you sweat.
We'll take a break. No glove, Jason, and two glove day. Well, that's cool. We average a glove.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. You know what else I do? I put tees in the little hole at the top of the grip on the club too. That always pisses everybody off.
Yeah,
There's the little hole at the top. I stick a tee in there. That way I always have a tee.
Clean it up.
All right. Greg Papa joining us next. As always, one of the most fun times, if not the most fun of the week. Niners at 9. We'll look ahead to the Rams this weekend, and we're always going to have fun with them. We'll do all that right after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
San Francisco!
He has nearly 40 years of broadcasting in Northern California. The voice of the San Francisco 49ers, Greg Papa. Sponsored by Sunpoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard of the public adjusting industry.
Hey, that means one thing and one thing only. You know, the only thing better than talking to Greg Papa every week is talking to Greg Papa twice in a week. I was, they were nice enough to let me come on and preview with him the Warriors-Kings game earlier this week. On that was an away game for me, Jason, and now...
Yeah, did you downplay the Kings to Greg? Did you think they were going to lose that game, Dave?
I think Greg might remember. I think I guaranteed a Kings victory, if I remember correctly.
I don't know about all that, Jace. We didn't know. We knew Steph wasn't going to play because he didn't make the trip. He wasn't on the bus ride. We didn't know about Jimmy in the back. We didn't know about Draymond. So at that point, I think he was rather ambivalent. But we didn't know about, Domas wasn't going to play and Zach LaVine wasn't going to play. I did ask him about Russell Westbrook, and it's just weird seeing Russell Westbrook. He's played for, I think, the only team in the NBA he's not played for, the Warriors. So maybe one day he'll be a Warrior. But he won the game. Him and Dennis Schroeder went crazy down the stretch, tipping balls back to each other and making threes. And, obviously DeMar, they had enough veteran presence to win that game. But the Warriors were spunky and stayed. There was one, and they were down 3 with about 30 seconds to go in the game, and Jonathan Kuminga's wide open at the top of the key above the break. And it's like, shoot the ball, brother. Time and space. You're down 3. You want to go 2 for 1 here. DeRozan, for some reason, sagged off of him. Let him, and he didn't shoot it. He, fumbled it around and wound up going inside, and DeRozan fell down, and he missed the shot. So it was a winnable game for the Warriors, but Sacramento deserved to win that game because of their veteran presence, DeRozan and Russ and Schroeder. And now the Warriors are in Denver tonight, and Steph's not on that trip. So I don't know if you saw the other night after his press conference, he was really sick. I mean, he was. I wanted to give him a bag of Mucinex, the boogers that I got when I get sick like that. And then he's coughing nonstop. He reminded me of Kyron Williams, the LA Rams running back. That's the guy. As we segue to this game, how do you slow down this Rams offense? Kyron Williams has played well against the 49ers a lot, but he also is a guy who has a propensity to put the ball on the ground and cough it up every now and then. So it'd be nice to get a takeaway in this game from him.
Well, Greg, I'm thinking about this game this week, and if we're talking about, the Niners and Rams have had so many great games. The Niners have really played well against them, and the one that they won earlier this year kind of fits the bill of the season where they were as undermanned as any. Short week, Thursday night. There's probably no way they can win this game, and they did. Can they duplicate something like that? They got a few more guys back, but a few others are missing. What do you think we're looking at for Sunday?
Going into that game on October the 2nd, and the Niners were 3-point underdogs, Jason, all of a sudden when they declared Purdy out and Jawan Jennings out and Ricky Pearsall out, the line jumped about as dramatically as ever from 3 to 8.5 or something. And Kyle actually pointed it out to the team and Mac Jones. And I remember doing my radio show that day, and I said, I'm going to close my eyes and try to visualize a way the 49ers can win this game. And I said, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time seeing it because the Rams were, I think they were just coming in off, maybe not the game directly before, but they had a game in Philadelphia where they lost, where they had 2 kicks, field goal attempts blocked. Joshua Carter, the young kicker from Stanford, and the last one was the scoop and score by Jordan Davis to the Eagles for a touchdown. By the way, I think the Rams are making a change. I don't think Carty's going to kick in this game. They brought in another guy. I think they're going to change their kicker and their long snapper for this game. But anyway, I watched them dominate the Eagles the entire day in Philly. They got way behind. They came back. I'm like, wow, they don't have a lot of weaknesses, except they're 2 off-the-ball linebackers, Nate Landman from Monte Vista High School here in Danville and Omar Spates, and they play another guy named Troy Reader that Niners attack. But beyond that, I couldn't visualize it. And then Kyle Shanahan gets the opening kickoff, goes through his openers, if you remember, and it was one of Kyle's best coaching games ever. They ran a Hollywood play, which is for George Kittle, but George didn't play in the game. They ran it for Jake Tonjes. It's a fake screen left, a fake screen right, and a middle screen to the tight end. They call it Hollywood because they ran it against the Rams years ago, and George is supposed to fall down on the play and fake like he's got shot and he's dead and get up like it's an old Western or something. But who the hell's going to go down on that? His body's all around you, so George never went to the ground. But they ran that play. They ran a jet pass reverse, flea flicker to McCaffrey. I'm like, what's going on? They ran one play on the goal line where they went 23 personnel, which is 2 running backs, McCaffrey and Juszczyk, and no wide receivers, 3 tight ends on the field, no Kittle because he wasn't playing then with the hamstring injury. And, Mac Jones goes to a can, and they all flex out. They were under center, going to run the ball. Now all of a sudden they're wide, and, they get McCaffrey matched up with this linebacker Reader who the Niners have plagued on throughout his career, and he runs a little out route out of a pick play from the slot. And it was Kyle's finest moment. And, Stafford almost threw for 400 yards in that game. But when they got in the low red zone, Kyron Williams, coughs one out. Alfred Collins, huge play. Maybe the play of the year, punching that ball out. If that wasn't the play of the year, the play on the 4th and 1 in overtime when they ran it again, and the Niners got in there and Lucas, the safety, the nickelback, was able to make a big play. There, and Fred Warner. Now you're not going to have Fred in this game, and a bunch of guys able to stuff, Williams on the 4th and 1 to win the game. So now that we've seen it and we can close our eyes and it's not a nightmare, we could actually visualize how they're going to do it. But this is still a really good Rams team. You got to block those two edge guys, Jared Verse and Byron Young, and the conductor in the middle, Colby Turner and Braden Fisk, and obviously the Stafford. Is Stafford not the most valuable player in the league right now? He's got 21 touchdown passes versus 2 interceptions. It's incredible. This team has 2 losses, Jace. They easily could be undefeated. And I referenced both. How did the Niners beat them on that Thursday night game? They took the ball away from them and stopped them in the low red zone. And then, Philadelphia beat them with a couple of block kicks at the end of the game. Otherwise, they're undefeated. So it's going to be hard, but we're not going to bow down to them. I think Kyle has a way to beat their defense, and Chris Shula, Don Shula's grandson, is their defensive coordinator. And then one of the great matchups is Robert Saleh against Sean McVay and Mike LaFleur, their offensive coordinator, and the Rams with, those 2 backs, Corum and Kyron, all their tight ends. And Devontae obviously is playing a lot better now with Stafford. And then you got that guy Puka Nacua, is pretty good. So it's going to be a hell of a good football game Sunday. I just wish I was calling it. That's what I wish.
We do too. No disrespect to anybody else, but we do too, as Greg Papa joins us right here on Sactown Sports, your home of the 49ers. Greg, I'm so glad you came out of the gate with that, because I was saying to Jason, I don't know how to analyze this game, and as far as I'm not smart enough to put together a way for the Niners to win. But then again, I haven't seen that many ways. There's been a few games this year where I haven't seen ways for the Niners to win, like the first Rams game, and they somehow find a way to do it, to keep it together. So I want to ask, if we're doing a pie chart here, for example, how much of it is, well, they're doing this even though they're getting a ton of injuries because of the amazing depth that John Lynch and his team have put on this team, and how much of it is the coaching and the scheming is just insane, and Kyle and Robert and the rest of the crew figured out a way to plug and play these guys? How would you divide up that credit?
Well, I think it's both. The Niners have a way they play. They've been around for a long time. This is year 9 with Kyle and year 9 with Sean McVay. And both offenses has evolved over the years, without a doubt. Robert Saleh left for a couple of years, went to be the coach of the Jets, but he was here when this was built in 17-18, and he was there when they damn near won a Super Bowl against Mahomes in Miami. So he knows it. He's changed a lot, but they have a way that they play where, you lose Nick Bosa, and that's, how do you replace him? Well, Bryce Huff, he's not Nick Bosa, but, man, he's a really good edge rusher, and he's got a quick first step, and they're going to have to slide protection his way. He was out for a couple of games with a hamstring injury, and, now he's back for this game. And that is the only way to deal with Matthew Stafford, Dave, is to get pressure on him. If he has a clean pocket, the numbers are insane. He is one of the best pure throwers of the football ever. Mahomes is different, but this guy's right there. Just the way he grips the ball, the way arm angle, side, he just drops the ball. Any throw you have to make, it's like, wow, he just dropped that from the heavens. How did he do that? His weakness is he's not a big guy. And I've stood next to him when he's warming up for games, and I'm like, that's Matthew Stafford? Wow. He's not a big man. He's not that tall. He's not that, he's not thick like Josh Allen, big quarterback. So when you get pressure on him, he becomes a little of a ducker and a chucker, where nobody wants to get hit, especially from the middle, gut pressure. He'll duck out of there. And so many times I remember him spinning out of throws where he opens up his front leg and he's pulling his body out, and he doesn't want to get hit. And that's the way the Niners have beaten him. And they've beaten him. They beat him for a long time. They lost a championship game to him and had a tough time with him last year. But they have a good record. They found a way to beat this guy, even though he puts up gaudy numbers. So, that to your question is the coaching has been amazing. I think Kyle's having his best year. Robert Saleh's maybe the assistant coach of the year in the NFL. And if I'm an owner around the NFL, I'm first, as soon as my season ends, if I need a new head coach, I'm calling Robert Saleh. And I'll hire you. Who's going to be? I want you to call the defense, and I want to know who your offensive coordinator is. But let's go. And he'd be one of the first guys because he's changed so much. So it is the way they coach it and the culture. It's just next man up is a cliche in sports, especially in football. Doesn't always work. But when you have a system and you plug a guy in, then this is how we play. Tatum Bethune, you may not be Fred Warner, but this is how we play. And you've watched Fred. You've been around him. So go be Fred. The one issue that I would get to is how many times have the Rams and 49ers met with Sean McVay as the head coach that Fred Warner's not played linebacker for the Niners? Right. The first year, because Fred was drafted in 18, right? When was Fred drafted? 18. So this first year when they played in 17, it was Reuben Foster and all those guys, and he would attack him. I'm just the way that Kyle beats the Rams is he attacks those inside linebackers. You know, Nate Landman will be the guy. Omar Spates, 48, will be a guy. Troy Reader, if you can get him on the field. Kyle loves to attack their stacked linebackers. You can't attack to the Niners' stacked linebackers. It's Fred Warner, and it's Dre Greenlaw. And before that, it was Azeez Alshire. They have so many great off-the-ball linebackers. And, you know, G. Winters is showing up on the injury report a little bit, Dave. I'm hopeful he'll play in this game. But the one worry I have, what are the Rams going to do when the 49ers don't have Fred Warner? How are they going to attack Tatum Bethune? And they're going to attack him. And I know he had 16 tackles in New York, and he's got 50 in the 4 games he's played without Fred. And but he's not Fred Warner. And you can open him up. You can flip his hips and take him to a certain side and then throw right behind him on the other side. There'll be a lot of that and a lot of matchups in the flats. You know, how does he deal with Nakua on those in-cuts and all the tight ends they run? So the Niners do overcome it with coaching, and now we're staring at a game, and it's one thing not to have Bosa, and that's obviously huge, and, you know, all the injuries they've suffered. Now Michael Williams on top of it all, but it's Fred Warner. He's the guy in the middle of the field. If there's one bad step by Tatum Bethune, or he can't get you into the right defense on a check call based on their formations. You know, you're not giving up 10, 15 yards. You could give up 60 in a house call if they hit you in the right spot over the middle, or get you, matched up one-on-one. So that's the one thing that's got me a little. I'm trying to visualize how they can do this, and I see how Kyle can do it against their defense to some degree, as long as you pass protect for Mac Jones. But just not having Fred Warner in this game. What do the Rams think about that, and how are they going to attack the Niners without Fred?
Greg, did it surprise you this week earlier with the deadline that the Niners didn't make any additional moves there?
Yeah, I don't. John's always made them somehow. I just think the market changed, and I think what the New York Jets did, just selling off their 2 best players, Quinnen Williams, 2 best defensive players, and Sauce Gardner, and getting back the haul that they got back, and then Micah Parsons being traded before the year, and the haul that Dallas got, and these guys. Trey Hendrickson's a good player, but he's older. You could franchise tag him and trade him. They just didn't want to do that. And then the other guys, I like Bradley Chubb in Miami. I got rumblings on Tuesday morning, deadline day, election day, that they were trying to get Chubb. It was between them and Dallas. And then when Dallas got Quinnen Williams, I thought maybe the Niners could get Chubb. But I think Miami and their new GM was only going to trade him if they got, a day 2 pick, a second or a third round. And he's a guy that's had 3 ACLs and one recently. He didn't want to do it. Jermaine Johnson in New York, likewise with the Achilles. So I think the teams that were selling just thought it was such a seller's market because of the Micah trade, the Quinnen Williams trade, the Sauce Gardner trade, and those were just different. The Niners were not going to do that. So ultimately, they chose not to. And I think, what they did was they got Bryce Huff in the offseason, a Robert Saleh guy, didn't have to give up a lot, draft picks, and they're not paying, Philadelphia is paying half his salary, which is amazing. And then you add another guy in Keon White from New England that they liked a lot, who will play even more in this game. So ultimately, I think the market dictates what you're going to do. It's like buying or selling a house. If the market is dictating to sell, you sell. If it's not, then maybe you buy. But the market was just driven up by some of these wild trades that were made that were fun because they happened right in the middle of my show. I'm like, Sauce Gardner got traded? Wow. Quinnen Williams got traded? Oh, my God. So these are difference-making players. Now, they haven't played as well since they were younger players, but they're still very capable. And you put them on Dallas or put them on Indianapolis and a team that could win a Super Bowl or get there, you're going to see them play really well. So ultimately, Jason, I think that the market, I wasn't surprised or not surprised. It's just you got to read the market, and this was one where the market told you, not to give up too much and to kind of stand pat and roll with what you got.
Greg Papa joining us. It's funny with all the injuries and all the left hooks that this team has taken. It's not all bad. Like, for example, if you told me before the season the Niners would have X amount of injuries, I would have absolutely been convinced Christian McCaffrey was one of them. And knock on wood, he's been phenomenal this year. And then the Jake Moody situation, getting Eddie Pinheiro, who's been pretty damn good for this team so far. But now we're sitting with Brock Purdy and this turf toe, which we talked earlier, Greg, in the week, that they need to change the name turf toe because it just doesn't sound as serious. It's a torn ligament in your big toe. They need to call it like shredded big toe or something to make it sound worse than turf toe. Can in your opinion, I know Mac Jones can lead this team to the playoffs, but is the drop off from Mac to Mac from Brock Purdy enough to really screw the Niners on that angle?
No, I don't think so. The one area where Mac is not Brock is in mobility, being able to run away from these rushers. But Brock can't do that right now with the shredded big toe, whatever you're calling it. Sergeant Hulka, remember his character from Stripes?
Yes.
What was the line about the big toe that he had? Maybe we should call it the Hulka, the injury for the big toe. I don't know. But anyway, Mac has played really well. I mean, exceedingly well. I think the three most important people, and Kyle and John, everybody, but Robert Saleh, what he's done for the defense. Christian McCaffrey is just having a year. And by the way, go back to the deadline of 22. The Rams really wanted Christian McCaffrey. They did not have enough draft capital to get him. The Niners gave up a second, a third, a fourth, and a future fifth to get Christian McCaffrey, and that flipped that season. If you remember, how would this, every time you go into a game against the Rams, I think, what if Christian McCaffrey was a Los Angeles Rams and not a San Francisco 49er? I mean, God. Now, they probably wouldn't have Devontae and, they wouldn't need him as much, but my God, could you imagine Sean McVay having McCaffrey? It's like what Kyle does with him. So, I mean, that's like, you shudder to think about that. So, McCaffrey on offense, Saleh on defense, and then Mac. They're 5-2 with Mac Jones a quarterback, David. They just have gotten exemplary quarterback play from him. He doesn't run away from pressure. That's the one thing. And we saw it even when he was winning the national championship at Alabama. He was a tennis player, and he's got great hand-eye coordination, a big guy, but he's not one of these freaky quarterback athletes. He's not. So he's got to get hit. But beyond that, he's going to get the ball out on time. And I think he's improved early in the year, especially that New Orleans game. His first start, he held the ball too long. Now he's treating it like a live grenade, and you pulled the pin. He's got to get the ball out. He's just gotten hit too much. And the Ram game, the second half of that Thursday night game on October 2nd, he got pummeled. They were always trying to hit him, but after halftime, they were going to hit him every single play, whether he had the ball, just got rid of the ball, or, Verse and Byron Young and the body weight and him eating, bananas on the sidelines. And he got pummeled. But I think Brock got hit way too much in the Seattle game. He got hit way too much in the Jacksonville game. And right now, with his shredded Hulka, he can't run away from pressure. So he's just not playable right now. I don't know when he's going to be over the toe injury and get his Hulka back and fixed and be able to play. But if he can't run away from these pterodactyls, Jared Verse is a bad man. That guy is his power, his speed. He's their Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald just retired. And it's like, what are they going to do without Aaron Donald? They're going to clone him and get another one. This guy just lines up wherever he wants to line up. He does whatever he wants, and it's impossible. He might be better than Donald in some respects. As far as an edge guy, Donald was more of an interior. He was kind of like Mean Joe Green or Reggie White. This guy is he's a monster. So anyway, Mac Jones has played great. Hopefully you'll get Brock back within, I was hoping by Thanksgiving. But as far as the injuries, and I think eventually it may catch up to you, whether it's a playoff game or maybe this game on Sunday, or eventually, not having Fred Warner and playing Tatum Bethune. And Tatum's a nice young player, but he's not Fred. Eventually it might. It hasn't glaringly yet, but let's keep in mind, it's not like hockey and you take a penalty and you have to play, with a man down. When the guy gets hurt, somebody else goes in to replace them. It's still 11 on 11. We're not playing 8. It's not 8-man football against their 11 because Fred and Nick and Michael are out. You don't play that way. So you still got players on the field. They're still professional football players. They still get coached by the very best. There's a culture and a way the Niners play that guys can plug into. Now, I will grant you got a lot of youth on this defense. My God, you got, ours, rookies, second-year guys, third-year guys, everywhere. I mean, who's the most veteran player on this defense? You tell me. I don't know. They're all young. Diamador Lenore, they're all kids. And when you go up against a guy with a gray beard and a gunslinger and Matthew Stafford and you got Devontae, and eventually it may catch up with you. Sometimes you make plays. So we'll see where it all goes. But the hell with all that. It's the 49ers and the Rams. Winning this game would be huge. Look at the Niners' division record, Dave and Jace. They're 3-0 in the division. The conference record, Niners are 6-1. The one loss they have in the NFC was to Baker Mayfield. The other two losses were to Houston and Jacksonville. So and NFC games count more. So your record's strong in the division. It's strong in the conference. Rams are 1-2 in the conference. They got 5 of their wins have been against the AFC, the LA Rams. So, and they haven't won a division game yet. They haven't played Seattle yet. And so they haven't played Arizona yet. The only game they played was against the 49ers, and they lost. So this game is one of those dodgeball games. It's huge. If you beat them, you win the season series against them, and then you got all these other tiebreakers that are so division, conference, even against Seattle as well. But if you lose the game, then you fall behind them. Then you got 4 losses. They got 2 losses, and they tie the season series, and it goes to other tiebreakers. So no matter who's going to wear, Niner uniforms on Sunday, this is going to be an enormous game for them to win.
Well, no doubt. Greg, we always appreciate catching up with you. I know next week will be a good one to recap and look forward as well. Great to catch up with you as always, and we look forward to doing it again next Friday.
Thank you, Jace. We'll talk to you next Friday. David, good to have you back. We missed you last week. We were missing you.
Appreciate you. Love you, Greg. Talk to you soon. Thank you.
Love you, David. Love you, Jace. You guys be good. Talk next week.
Be good.
There you go. And Dave, I know we have to break, but before we do, we do have to give one more code word, another opportunity to be courtside. Yes, courtside for UCLA and Oklahoma. That's number 3 versus number 6. Monday night, November 10th. Tip-off is at 7:30 at Golden One Center. The 9 a.m. code word is basket, and I'll spell it for you, BASKET. Send that into our text line, 916-339-1140, and there you go. Fire away.
BASKET, basket. Got any more brain busters for us?
Maybe.
COW. No. All right, I'm just going to do a Bill
Rarudo?
No.
Rarudo. It's not even a word. When we come back, What's on Deck brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing, and a little 3 in the key action. Not just Kings Thunder, but Kings Timberwolves, couple of T teams coming into Golden One Center this weekend. Also celebrity birthdays before we get to Friday Fun and Games. That's right. It's the final half hour of the week. We'll be right back after this.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Everybody knows that Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is the spot to get yourself a brand new car. That's why people are coming from all over. Folsom, Elk Grove, Woodland, Roseville. But they also have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles. All makes and models, every one of them top quality, hand-selected by General Manager Chuck Dean. Over 70 vehicles below $30,000, over 25 below $20,000. You can see that full lineup at SacSuperstore.com. And if you find a lower price somewhere else, they'll match it. And on top of that, the best car buying experience anywhere. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money because you're in charge. And right now, you're going to pay for groceries. But you decide what groceries. Just keep in mind you're running out of dishwashing soap. But you decide if you're going to buy that soap. It's just those dishes won't clean themselves, will they? Remember, with Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Everyone has a past, but what happens if you've made mistakes and made good on that past, but it keeps following you? Are you looking for an attorney to erase past records and restore your rights? Maybe even restore your gun rights? Do you need a reputable criminal defense attorney who knows even good people make bad mistakes? Well, the attorneys at Gonzalez Law Office are here to help. Find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call them at 916-304-9187. We don't settle for less, and neither should you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
David? Are you here? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
Nope. Okay, here's what just happened.
What
Dave
just
did a
happened?
I did a whole rejoin. I did Thunder Kings, and then I did a whole. I literally was talking for like 45 seconds. And sorry, everybody, you should unmute your mic before you rejoin the show. Thunder and Kings.
Thunder
tonight. No, Thunder Kings. Thank you. Rockets at Spurs. Mavs Grizz. Jazz Timberwolves. Walker Kessler out for the year. That
your guy.
sucks. Warriors Nuggets. Warrior Nuggets. And number 19. USC hosting Northwestern. Mick Fleetwood playing drums right next to my daughter.
Never heard of him.
That's the main attraction. Then there will also be a ball game as well. I understand, and I don't have my Jason. I'm going to trust your finger here, not for the first time, because I don't have mine on the phone. I believe we have JR. JR, good morning on a Friday.
An army without leaders is like a foot without a big toe. And Sergeant Hoka isn't always going to be there to be that big toe for us. I think that we owe...
Big toe!
Deep cut. That was a clean recording, JR.
Super.
Was it pretty bad? I just thought it was so friggin' hilarious with my man Papa. I love my Papa. He's so friggin' funny. He pulls that stuff out of his head, and he's just one of us, and I'm just laughing going, how does he even think that up? How does he think of Hoka and the big toe? Because the big toe is not always going to be there. And I'm going to take on the leadership that I need to. Because an army without a leader is like a big foot without a big toe, is what he said.
Yeah, JR, are you one of us?
No, I'm not one of you. I'm not in that People magazine. Like, are they one of us? I'm one of you. No, not you. Not like your level. Not like Chris's level.
How about
I don't
Dave's
get a
level?
limo pulled up every day.
The Verlad squad.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Are you there?
We're just having a convo. That's a sign of a good call, JR. We're just talking to you. You know, we're not broadcasting at you. We're just a bunch of ding dongs having a conversation.
Hey, ding dongs have nice creamy filling. Everyone knows it. Everyone loves a good ding dong. Don't like those Twinkies. All right. Have a good weekend. Do your show. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
He really wanted to get the Stripes reference in.
I didn't mind the Stripes reference.
Everything else?
Everything else I minded quite a bit.
Okay.
But you know what? Hey, you know what, Jason? It's Friday, and hey, there's always unemployment checks. All right, 3 in the key tonight. We got to knock 2 out. Start the music, if you would, John Tesh, please. Kings play at Golden 1 tonight versus the Thunder. The Thunder are angry, but the Kings have rested too, and Zach LaVine is back. He's going to smash it in your face.
All right, here we go. First category, Dave and Chris and me. It's SGA is here, the MVP in the house. He gets a lot of free throws. How many free throw attempts for SGA tonight?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I have 8. Chris?
12.
Zach LaVine is back. You mentioned that, Dave. How many points for Zach LaVine?
Oh, give me 28 from LaVine.
Ooh, I have 29.
Crazy.
Yeah.
35.
35?
Yeah.
Woo! Wow. All right, Dave, a random stat for tonight.
Doug Christie will get a technical foul.
Okay. I'm going to go with Westbrook leads the team in rebounding again. Chris?
I am going to say the Kings will have more three-pointers made than the Thunder.
Okay. Well, Dave, you know there is another game this weekend.
What?
Yeah.
I lived in Minnesota for 2 years almost, and it was super cold. They're coming to Golden 1 this weekend. I hope their shooting is also super cold.
Dork. Anthony Edwards points, the Ant-Man.
You know what? Off night for Ant-Man. Give me 31.
I have an off night for him, too. Give me 34. Chris?
23.
Who will be the Kings' bench leading scorer and how many points?
Malik Monk with 18.
Monk 18. I'm going to go with Monk with 19 I had already. Yep.
Monk 22.
Okay. And then lastly, we are looking for a random stat.
Oh, let's see. Random stat. Give me another Russ Westbrook triple-double.
Okay. Russ trip-dub. I'm just going to make this as a blanket statement. We're going to have an ejection in this game. Someone's getting the boot.
Wow.
Maybe a fan. Who knows? I might make it happen. Maybe it's going to have to be me. Chris?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Half-court shot or longer will be made.
Woo!
By somebody in the building.
Okay. We'll count it. I know what you mean.
Jason, am I wrong here? Or, like, whatever the first question you asked for both games, maybe even the second, like, are you and I within, like, a point of each other for every single thing?
I already had written them down. I'm like, dang, we're on the same page. It's like we finish each other's
sentences.
Sandwiches.
We did it again.
Yeah.
All right, we'll break. I want to give us
we have to do celebrity birthdays really fast.
I was going to say we'll break right after celebrity birthdays, brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, you know what? Nothing says birthdays like a big sleeve of Crumble Cookies. Hey, wait, over there. Is that a Crumble Cookie? Lasso it up, throw it down your throat. Crumble Cookies.
Okay, Dave, not your day today. It's a tough one. Not a great birthday day, so I have a couple of movies. So you're a huge underdog in this, but I'm pulling for you. Come on, Dave.
Okay.
On this date, in what year did the movie Elf come out?
Ugh. Didn't we made a rule though, right? Chris has to answer all the movies.
I thought it was just for the 90s movies, though.
No, Chris, you go first.
Nope,
You're a heavy favorite.
2004.
Yeah, no, it's younger. It's 2003.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Carmichael Dave. All right.
Face overload.
Chris, you have to go first. Everybody's underrated movie, Role Models.
Role Models was 2008.
I was going to say 2006. I'll say 2006.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Christopher Laud. All right. I don't know who has to go first on music, so Dave, you can go first on this one. Beyonce's hit Say My Name came out in what? Or might have been Destiny's Child. I don't know.
1998.
2000.
We have a tie. Look at that, 1999. All right, quickly, couple birthdays. Sonny Gray.
The baseball player?
The baseball player.
Okay. Well, I thought it was a movie star, too.
Ronald Reagan? The actor?
Sonny Gray is 35.
38.
Dave is closer, 36. And again, this is a slim day. We have two basketball players. They are both born on this day. They are the same age, so I'll give you them both. From the Thunder, so he's in the building tonight, Kaysen Wallace, and from the Utah Jazz, Kyle Filipowski. How old are those guys turning today?
They are both turning 22 today, Jason.
23.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Carmichael Dave. Well done,
Freaking
Dave.
Cleaned up today, dude.
You didn't know role models.
Whoa.
You didn't know role models.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Friday fun and games as we wrap up the week right after this.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
I'm Emran Pilati, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sactown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Hello, I'm Frank Conklin with Retirement Security Centers with a weekly economic update. Social Security's announced a 2.8% cost of living increase for 2026 for an average of just $56 per month. Some are concerned that we may not be using the right measure of expenses to set these increases. Some Democratic lawmakers are asking to use the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, which includes more items relevant to seniors. A $1,000 benefit indexed under the current rules from 2025 to now would be $1,601 today and $1,622 using the CPIE. The change would not add much to seniors' pockets, but could see an 11% faster spend down on Social Security trust fund assets. Payrolls rebounded in October with private payrolls gaining. This week also saw the Supreme Court possibly decide that the current tariffs are not legal. If the tariffs are reduced or eliminated, it could lower inflation and drive interest rates lower. How might this affect you or your family? Please go to frankontheradio.com to schedule an appointment, watch videos, and receive market updates. I'm ready to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Mosaic Wealth, member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is severally owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Mosaic Wealth.
We have finally made it to Friday.
Let's end your week the right way with Friday Fun and Games
On the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Let's end it right. We have come to the end of the week morning-wise. Still have more week with Alan.
Yes.
More week with Whitey.
Yes.
But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time, even though I can't see you guys, for Friday. There we go. Fun and games.
Yes. And a quick sidebar before we get there, Dave, we do want to tell everybody right now one more chance to win a pair of tickets to see Eric Church at Golden One Center. That's coming up November 13th. Be caller number 3, we'll say, on that one. Yeah. 916-339-1140. Might have to hang tight here because we got Friday Fun and Games and everybody involved. But, just call in. You'll be a winner. 1-800-920-1140.
Be a winner.
Is that take me to church and I won't?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
You guys ready
100%.
for today's version of Friday Fun and Games?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, I'll describe it. It's the only way I know how to play it or describe it. It's called the Zachariah. So we are bidding to see how many things you guys think you can name in 15 seconds. I can't remember. Yeah, I have to say the category first. So, Dave, how many Will Ferrell movies can you name in 15 seconds?
4.
Alan?
6.
Chris?
7.
Kyle? Pass. Okay. Dave, above 7?
This is Chris's cat. Just give him the point. Yeah, I pass.
Oh, well, maybe you push the number higher. Or you get.
I want to, but I know what he's going to do.
Trapped.
I'm not going to do it because Chris is purposely. He cares more about embarrassing me than
getting it right. All right, so it looks like Chris, in 15 seconds, 7 Will Ferrell movies, go.
Superstar, Anchorman, Anchorman 2, Night at the Roxbury, Bewitched, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, and
Other Guys.
You did it.
Other Guys.
Yeah, you're fine.
I was trying to think of that one where they go, like it's the TV show that you like, Jason.
Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost.
What's the one where it's with Emma Thompson that I like?
Yes. He's the writer or something?
She's the writer and
Wild
it's his
Things.
life.
No.
No. Okay.
The Lego Movie.
Is that the fake Lifetime one, Dave?
Oh, that one's fantastic with Kristen Wiig.
Yes. Okay, Alan, you lead us off on this category. Okay. In 15 seconds, how many players can you name that just played in the World Series? That we just had.
Whoa. I'll say 7.
Chris?
Pass.
Kyle?
7.
8.
Dave?
Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell and Emma Thompson. Pass.
So 8. Can you go above 8?
9.
Kyle?
10.
Alan?
Go ahead, Kyle.
Kyle, 10 in 15 seconds. Go.
Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, Will Smith, Yi Savage, Bieber, Max Scherzer, Addison Barger, the guy who slept on his couch. Miguel Rojas.
Vladdy.
Oh, yeah, Vladdy.
We have a Zachariah. We have a Zachariah, everybody. Kyle, well
I don't know.
done.
I think I got 10.
Who was the guy that slept on his couch?
Someone slept on Barger's couch and then hit a grand slam in game 1. I can't remember the guy's name, but he slept on Barger's couch.
Didn't Barger hit the grand
slam?
slam?
Did you say Bo Bichette?
No.
No, I didn't get to. I was just doing Dodgers.
Kershaw.
You savage.
Yamamoto.
Enough.
Yamamoto. Sasaki.
I'm pretty sure I got to 10.
No, you had 8 maybe. We're not giving you the guy on the couch, Holmes.
Dave, don't even entertain it.
Chris.
No, we're not.
Clothing brands in 15 seconds.
4.
Kyle.
5.
Dave.
6.
7.
Chris.
Pass.
Kyle.
Pass.
Dave.
So Davis Schneider was the guy who slept on the couch.
Wait, are we always going to come back with
Stranger
one?
Than Fiction?
Still 9.
Dave, more than 7. Oh, 8? Right?
Come on.
Alan?
Yeah.
It's Dave. Go, Dave.
Oh, Dave. 8 clothing brands in 15 seconds. Go.
Nike, Adidas, Puma, Calvin Klein, Jordache, Guess, Levi, Ocean Pacific, TNC Surf Designs, Billabong, Vans, and some Italian Gucci.
I like how you went Ocean Pacific, the full name for OP.
Thank you.
Well done, Dave.
Good job, Dave.
This is the height of luxury.
I'm a fashion guy. What can I say?
Okay, let's see. Kyle. Sacramento Kings
Versace.
In the 41 years here, Sacramento Kings head coaches.
Well, there's a lot of them. So I'll go 5.
Dave.
6.
Alan.
Pass.
Chris.
7.
Kyle.
Pass.
Oh. Dave.
Yeah.
You have
I think
to.
I could do 8.
You have to.
Chris.
Pass.
Dave, it's you. 8 in 15 seconds. Can you go 2 in a row? Let's go.
Phil Johnson, Dick Motta, Luke Walton, George Karl, Paul Westphal, Doug Christie, Mike Brown, Kenny Natt, Mike Malone.
Nice. Got a little bonus one in there. Well done.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot. I got 9. Yay.
You would have gotten 10 if you had a Sacramento City zip code.
Who did I forget?
Oh, plenty. Let's
St.
see.
Jean?
Yeah, Gary St. Jean, Reggie
Okay, there you
Theus, Eddie Jordan.
Yeah, that's right.
Did he say Adelman?
That's right.
Adelman.
I did not say Alvin.
Only the greatest. All right.
The greatest
Dave, you're first on this
Alvin
one.
Gentry.
Jordy, that one game.
Michael Jackson songs, Dave.
I can do 6.
Alan?
I know does Jackson 5 count?
Sure.
No.
No.
What? Yes.
Yes.
7.
Chris?
8.
Oh.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
Dave? 9's the number to go in.
That's a lot, dude. That's the magic number. You know what? I want to see if somebody will double it up, though. 9. Come on. Don't be scared.
He loves MJ.
Alan, you passing?
Passing.
Chris?
Come on, dude.
You have to go 10 and 15 seconds, or Dave 9 and 15
Pass.
seconds. All right, Dave. You've done 2. Can you go 3? Go.
The Girl Is Mine, Say, Thriller, Beat It, Dirty Diana, oh my God, I'm blanking. Black or White, oh my God.
And I am sorry, Kyle, but we've got a new Zachariah.
Oh, we have a new Zachariah.
I blanked on Black or White. And what's the Free Willy one that I love?
You didn't even hit. Well, you said, I think, Dave, you said I'm not doing Jackson 5. So you pigeonholed yourself.
I didn't want to do
I'm going to
Jackson
get real cute and pick the 2 Paul McCartney songs first.
That's right. Well, there's the first one. And what's the one with the Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Kusa?
Hey, you want to be starting something, Dave?
I couldn't finish it, apparently.
Hello.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
I guess that's it.
Wow.
Alan?
Wow.
You ready?
Ready.
What are you
4.
doing? What are you
For
doing
what?
today?
Oh, I'm actually getting it.
Topics for today's show. Go.
Kings. No, it's going to be Kings.
Who?
A lot of we're going to get to some Niners talk today. The Brock Purdy stuff is interesting, and as well as just everything John Lynch had to say on the flagship and them making a move or not at the trade deadline. So we got some NFL talk as well, and 2 games to talk about when it comes to the Kings. And Precious Achua played, and nobody seems to care. So we're going to talk about it.
Wow.
Why? Hey, that's 6.
He did it.
I said 7.
Oh. And last but not least, MLB.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it.
And the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers